Well, good evening, everyone, and welcome to another exciting episode. Advertisements play in the background.
I wanted to join the fun on my phone.
Another exciting episode of Dirty 20 right here at Proficiency Bonus. Once again, my name is Michael, your most humble and merciful dungeon master. I have some great friends who make me cool t-shirts.
I did not even notice. That is beautiful.
So, welcome back. We're so glad that you're here. I want to throw out something really quick. We actually had 200 bits donated during the countdown by Sarah. Sarah, you guys have already got yourselves an additional advantage die that I'm going to toss back out here. So now we're up to 2. Sweet. That you guys can use.
I don't know Sarah, but thank you.
I don't know what the number is.
But Sarah is in just about every show that we have here.
We love you, Sarah. Sorry I murdered you last week.
Sarah played Solana in Tomb of Annihilation, and she plays Ashlyn in Friday nights, and she DMs Curse of Strahd on Sunday nights. So she is always around and always hopping about. So thank you, Sarah. We do appreciate the support. And thank you all so much for tuning in tonight to hang out with us. And a couple quick shout outs. We want to throw a shout out to Twitch, Team MZ, Streamlabs, and Many Sided Dice. Also, our primary dice sponsor, we've got Little Dragon Corp, who are our sponsors with amazing RPG merchandise. You can check them out at Little Dragon Corp. If you type in !Little Dragon in the Twitch chat, you'll get a quick link to their website where you can order some awesome dice and other RPG gear. And if you use the coupon code BONUS during checkout, you will get a 10% discount coupon code off of your order. So make sure you guys go check them out. They've got some really cool stuff. I think, Ramsey, you got your birthday dice.
Yes, I did.
Show those off to our viewers so they can check those out. Because those are really, really awesome. My first roll with them earlier was a 20, and then I immediately followed it up with a natural 1. So they're very balanced.
Perfect. You let the DM touch your dice?
I don't know if that's bad luck. I don't know this thing. Nobody
Hey,
told me
put it in your
that.
mouth.
I'm not doing that. I haven't watched them yet.
Sorry, just go.
Here's a camera.
There's a camera. Oh, yeah.
It's not.
Oh, whoa,
So it's like
bit.
floating in front of Charter right now. It's like, there you go.
They're very dicey.
They're very dicey.
Are they berries?
Very dicey.
They're rubies.
Oh, sweet.
You can eat them. I don't recommend it.
Well, another quick announcement I wanted to make is Ramsey has been working very hard and diligently on some new character art for all of our characters for this campaign. So you will actually see them below our players right now. You can see their portraits.
Oh my god!
Are right there.
Sweet.
There's the new portraits edited and put in. Made some adjustments to the artwork. And during the intro video will feature Ramsey's artwork as well. So thank you, Ramsey. We do appreciate you working so hard on some awesome art.
I had fun with it. So it was good.
We're going to try to get some posters made that we can give away during our next episode. So be on the lookout for that. And check us out next time because I'm planning on doing a giveaway next time.
Careful.
So our next episode will be a giveaway episode, so be on the lookout for that. But special shout out to Christy Mystical for doing the art up until now to get us to this point. So thank you, Christy. We do appreciate it. And that art will still be available in some way, shape, or form in the future when we actually have enough people watching our streams to have merchandise.
Shout out to my FC. Hey guys, thanks for joining.
Yes. We got the chat is pumping tonight already. So I think without further ado, we're gonna go ahead and get right into our adventure. So I think we need a Charter to get us going.
No, don't. I knew you were gonna ask.
So we're just gonna go ahead and roll the tape, and we're gonna get going. So hang tight. We'll be back in a second. You've heard it here first, folks. Pens with the devil.
I thought we were in recap. Wow.
That was, yeah, what? I'm confused.
I'm left-handed. When you write with a pen in your left-handed, you smear ink. So I end up with a black arm.
You'd end up with a purple one with this one.
That's okay. Right?
Look on the bright side.
The purple
We got
side.
some appropriate music playing as our adventuring party is making their way stealthily up the stairs to what appears to be the third level of this Mesopotamian-style pyramid, deep within this mysterious ravine that you guys have discovered. You guys are sneaking up these steps cautiously.
Very sneaky.
The most.
Does anybody want to turn around and run yet?
I feel like we've already committed.
You've committed.
Someone already rolled a 2.
Silas, you're making quite a bit of noise on that dirt and the stones that are on. You did a much better job of being able to pick your footsteps better the first time. You're making a bit of noise, and all of a sudden, Obu, you actually feel Valentinus. He actually puts a hand on your shoulder. He says, I think we need to be a little bit more quiet.
I want to bat his hand off and be like, no crap.
He looks back at you and says, I have a bad feeling about this. Would it be okay if I gave you some protection from the world serpent?
In what way? How can you protect me from a snake?
I will cast a spell to benefit you, if you allow it.
I want to ask him to like, I don't know, do some magical juju and tell me if he's telling the truth. I don't know.
You can both make insight checks.
This is me doing Obu magical juju.
Natural 20.
Natural 20.
Yeah.
Even if I
You're like hitting the heavier one, so.
I do, thank you.
Good first roll.
I'm gonna just
That's a really good way to start off.
19.
19.
Plus 4 for perception, so 23.
He's being honest with you, Obu,
Oh.
and with a natural 20, you find it odd that a carpenter has this kind of ability.
I do find it odd.
You find it very odd.
Do I find it odd? I don't.
Obu probably wouldn't.
She's like, whatever.
What's a carpenter?
What's a carpenter?
What do you do?
I'll cast it on me instead. That'll be fine.
Are you sure?
Ooh.
She can take care of herself.
He's right.
Fine. I will do so.
Best.
And he begins casting incantations, and he rests his hand on your shoulder.
Okay.
And you don't really feel much. You do feel arcane energy kind of surrounding this, more of kind of like a divine arcane energy. And you are now dead.
Petrified.
He casts protection from poison on you.
Sweet. Nailed
So you have advantage on any saves against being poisoned. And you are also resistant to poison damage for 1 hour.
I should have just let him spell me.
it. Nailed it.
The world
Thanks.
serpent will protect you.
Appreciate it.
Not the problem. Now let's go a little quieter, please.
You go first.
I'm not cut out for that kind of stuff.
Well, I have the protection. So I'll go first. It's fine. Do we need to reroll stealth checks or just?
No, you guys can just
We're just gonna
basically
walk up.
head on up the rest of the way. There are torches lit along the walls of this room. Just a recap, a reminder, there are large murals painted on the walls in here. It looks like a pretty open gathering chamber with a stage type area up front where it looks like someone would stand to speak or address a crowd. The top 2 areas that have steps off to the side there have those 2 sculptures of Siseth, those winged barbed serpents, and the one on that side has a large sculpture of a snake kind of almost sitting on top of it, sculpted there. At the base of it, you see a woman that looks like this.
Huh?
Very dark skin, has the top basically waist up of a human.
She's a labia.
Very kind of a little scantily clad yellow outfit there. I don't have a female mini, so this is going to be the male
Just give her
version.
boobies.
Yeah, there you go. And she's laying at the base of that sculpture,
Here?
towards it. Yeah, she's laying at the base of that, and there seems to be blood like puddling up all around her as she's laying prone there. There are also scattered around the room, it looks like skeletal remains like laying throughout the room.
So she's laying prone?
You didn't see them last time that you came up here. The room was pretty much completely empty. And she's laying there, and it looks like she's holding wounds and breathing heavily over there in the corner.
Well, a lot of stuff happened in just a little bit of time. We didn't hear anything, did we?
You were downstairs, you were tipping over cauldrons.
Oh, yeah.
Charging through boxes of salted pork and...
Pick out the boxes. Pick out the boxes again. Move the boxes. Well, can I stare at her?
Topic's gonna walk over to her if nobody stops him.
No.
I think I still have the willies from the scary, like, skeletal snake, so I'm gonna just kind of be like...
Hold back a little bit? Okay. Yeah, Kopic starts to approach, and she immediately... she seems almost startled at first, then looks towards you and is just kind of just laying there. Not really... Just notices you coming, but doesn't make any moves or anything to...
So got the hand on one hand on the warhammer and shield out, and just looks down. What happened here?
She coughs a bit. Tekhu went completely mad. He went after some sailors on the shores. He said the Ash King would not hear of failure. He went completely mad. She just starts she could tell she's in some sort of either state of shock or dying.
Where is he?
I don't know. He went upstairs and then he was going to follow them to their camp.
What's your name?
What's my name? I have a name.
What is it?
It's in this book. That the DM prepared. Her name
Is she worth healing?
Oh, she's a friend.
Her name is Oka. O-A-K-H-A.
She sounds like
Oka.
Obu's kind of person. Obu, Oka. Is there a roll to find out if she's friend or foe?
Okay.
Insight check.
That one. Can I do that one?
Yeah.
Can I cast guidance on myself? I don't know. Guidance helps with physical stuff.
Guidance is
I don't
skill checks.
Skill checks?
It was
Yeah.
5 letters,
So
though.
would that
Insight would be
be...
a skill
Is
check.
insight? Yeah, it would be insight. Yeah, you could cast guidance on yourself.
Is it a skill check or an ability check? For guidance. Guidance does ability checks, right?
I got a
Yes.
fancy dance
Yeah,
thing.
that would work.
It would work?
Yeah,
Okay,
guidance is
then I want to
ability.
cast guidance, and I want it to be like a blue, slightly glowy thing, like an LED screen in a movie theater. And I want it to go bap,
Okay, bap is
bap.
Alright, and you now have
I have
guidance, so you
guidance.
can add a D4 to your roll.
And I'm actually gonna make an insight check too.
Insight check.
So,
Anybody
yeah.
who would like to make one can, if you
I'm gonna start walking.
Well?
Look around the rest of the room.
Okay.
After it.
Make
Righty
a perception check.
Oh, wow. 19.
19.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty good.
12. 12.
12?
Go ahead.
I'm just gonna look down at her and just say,
What was your
do you want revenge?
a 13? Okay. What's that?
Comic looks down at her and says, do you want revenge?
Let's start by helping me up. And she reaches out towards you.
Wait, but what do we know?
I rolled a 4. I know nothing. I'm helping her out.
Alright, so Kabig, you reach down she grabs a hold of your hand, kind of like one of those style, and you start to pull, and that's when that sculpture that looked like a snake wrapped around the other sculpture lunges towards you with these stone-like fangs and tries to drive them into your shoulder. It's going to make this roll with advantage.
Gotcha.
You got your bosses.
No.
No? You've always had them?
I just don't wear them.
Double
They
15s.
look good.
Thank you.
Modifiers going to be very important.
Look very
There will be.
Really?
A 22 to hit.
That'll hit.
That'll hit. Okay, you are going to take a total of. Let me see.
Over 2,000.
That is going to be 6 points of piercing
Oh, okay.
Oh no.
and an additional 9 points of poison as poison gets injected, and immediately that snake changes from a stone-looking color to green scaled with some yellow kind of like mixed into the back of it, as there is a snake now in front right there. Well, it'd be right beside Kopic.
Oh, it's that.
On the inside. Right? Yeah.
And it is there, and I need everybody to go ahead and roll initiative since the surprise attack has been sprung.
Oh, that's gonna help the snake lady.
Ah! Dirty 20.
Hey, I will take that.
20!
5.
8.
Initiative modifier, okay.
Let's
14.
go ahead, and we are going to get a
Why
really
is this
good...
upside?
We need some good...
Metallica.
Yeah, I need some...
What did you
That's
say?
some pretty good
14.
music for this combat. I
What's
like
your
it.
character's name again?
It's in your hand.
Thank you. I'm having some trouble today, guys.
Viewers, remember, 500 bits donated to the channel or subscriptions helps the players by getting them
Yeah, like, what's going on
advantage
here?
dice that they can
It wasn't
use,
always like that.
especially during this combat.
What did you have? Okay, so yeah.
Cover, Willow, Silo, Boop.
Oh.
Took a little more brain
Oh,
power
and there
than
comes a
it needed to be.
subscription. As soon as I say that, we get a subscription coming in.
Thank you very much. Sianya.
All right.
Sianya.
So we've got another advantage die coming out. There's 3 on the table right now for you guys. Thank you so much for the subscription. We do appreciate the support.
Then you can actually get with
Thank you,
full work
guys.
now.
Oh.
So, initiative tracker. Are you ready, Ramsey?
Partially, yes. Let's go.
Okay. Who has the highest out of the group?
I do.
You do, sure?
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20? Did anybody beat it?
No.
Is it just a 20 in general, total? That's what you had total?
Yeah.
Okay. I need you to go ahead and put your marker first. I need you to put a blank one second for Valentina's. Okay. Who's the second highest? What do we get?
14, I think.
14 with Kopic.
14 with Kopic?
Yes.
Go ahead and put a minions. Then put Kopic.
Hit that minion is yellow.
Okay. Now who had
I said minions, not mini boss.
Yeah,
It's
minions. Just the minions. Okay.
Why minions?
After Kopic, who had the next highest?
8.
An 8?
5.
And a 5.
Yeah.
So we got 8. And then we've got Boss.
It's not a boss, it's
Then
a
we've got Silas.
person.
And then we've got Mini Boss.
Oh dear.
Wait, but there's only... Oh, I can't count good.
What did you see that you didn't warn us of? You rolled a perception check.
Unfortunately, his perception check wasn't high enough to catch it.
Oh no.
It was close, but it wasn't enough.
Oh no.
Okay. So,
Did you bring Molfin into this? The skeletal remains.
Omu, you just watched as your friend Kopic got bit into by what you thought was a piece of the sculpture. In fact, it's not. There was a snake camouflaged hiding on that sculpture. And it's bit into your friend. What would you like to do?
I want to hit it.
You want to hit it? Okay, hit it with what?
Let's see.
I found
A flame hand. I want to do flame hand.
Flame hand?
Yeah,
With
I
reduced
want
flame?
to. He's within 30, right? 5, 10, 15. I can still walk up if not.
Yeah, you can.
Come here. I'm just gonna stand right nice and out of range. Hopefully. I'm gonna shoot him.
With the
I'm not
Left
gonna
him on
shoot
the
him.
desk.
I'm not gonna end up doing anything to him.
miss.
Yep, that's
Yeah.
that's a 10.
So you producing flame,
Yeah.
getting
or,
this
That's an 11.
fireball kind of inside your hand and throwing it across the room. Within the panic that's happening on the other side of the room, Kopic is just, he adjusts and moves a little bit, and the fire just goes over top of him, misses altogether. Guess you were a little bit afraid you didn't want to hit your friend after you guys have already burned each other downstairs not too long ago.
It's not wrong.
Anything else that Obu would do?
Obu would then like to immediately shift into something poison resistance. But I doubt that's anything. I'm gonna shift into a tiger because I enjoy being a tiger.
You enjoy being a tiger? Okay, I'll put
Yes.
that larger circle out by your seat somewhere whenever you came in. There was a large base. Just go ahead and replace that so we know exactly how much space you're taking up in your tiger form, Obu. Sweet. So Obu transforms back into a familiar tiger. And she has all those stripes that are shaped like her weapons and stuff on her back.
Very cool.
And that brings us to Valentinus. Valentinus is going to just step to the side of Silas right there. He's not going to get too far away from you, Silas, because he's not sure what exactly is going on. He just wants to get sight on everything.
Okay.
And he starts casting some incantations, and he uses the Bless spell on Obu,
Oh, thanks, man.
Do we have our battle cam on?
Kopic, and Willow. So you guys can put that on there. You are now under the effects of the Blessed spell. I don't have a battle cam on. Let's put the battle cam on because we got battle music going on. Why not? There we go. It's perfect, right? So that means you guys have a D4 that you can add to your attack rolls, and I believe ability checks. Is it ability checks or is it saving throws? I'll have to
Yes.
look that up. Yes, it's all.
Yes.
What is it?
Yes.
I'm gonna book right here so I can just check on one.
Cool. And then we've got minions, I believe.
You guys can do CR2, right?
So that is movement.
No, CR1.
I can do CR1.
Yeah, CR2 is level 6.
He is going to remain there beside Silas because he doesn't look like he's the type to engage in too much combat.
I like how his little minion, his little mini is just going,
Yeah, it's like, we'll start with it. It's just like
yes, world serpent.
You said it was Bless?
Bless, yes.
So, whenever target makes an attack roll or saving throw before spell ends,
Saving throw. Attacks.
target can roll a d4 and add the number rolled.
Okay, so minions, those skeletal formations that you guys saw on the floor start to stand.
You kidding me?
There's going to be one, two on this other, and there's one right behind Valentinus is going to become realized. One over there by Willow, right around the corner there, and then one kind of on this side, kind of next to the steps
You have
down.
very long arms.
So they they stand, and the two farthest away actually get out these very crude. And the thing that you notice about these skeletal formations is when they rise, it looks like they used to be Yonti Malisons. They're the bottom of the three in the back are snake-like bones at the bottom. And the one that's over there next to Willow looks like its one arm is a snake, a skeletal snake.
Get outta here.
And it's missing its other arm, so it only has one.
Somebody
It's
look
like-
for the other one. It's somewhere.
The one that actually it's over by Willow is gonna. It used half its movement to stand, so it can get right over there next to Willow, and it's gonna try to attack Willow with its snake arm. So it tries to attack. Ooh, that's a 17 on the die. I think that's gonna hit.
Yep.
So you take 6 points of piercing damage. No, actually, that is 6. Sorry about that. So that's 6 points, and that's the end of his turn. That one, since it's just standing right behind Valentinus, is gonna go ahead and take a swipe at Valentinus. And it only rolled a 3. So Valentinus hears him coming, and the scimitar just clangs down onto the floor beside him. The other two are gonna take short bow shots. They get out these short bows, and they're going to start firing. One of them is going to go for Valentinus, and one of them is going to go for Obu. So Valentinus, natural 20. Ouch. Valentinus takes
8,000.
13 points of damage. As he takes that arrow, you hear him whimper in pain a little bit
I don't
from
like
the
the man,
damage.
but we need him.
He's a distraction. It's fine.
Okay, come on. Bait. Cut his Achilles. Huh?
You could have drew him yesterday. But
And
Not that I want you to.
Obu. 7.
Oh.
It flies over your head. It misjudges its aim. And they're going to go ahead and they're going to move. They can move 3 spaces closer to you guys. And that'll be the end of their
Longer
turn.
arms.
So, Copy, you're up.
Valentinus needs a concentration check.
That's
He does.
8.
Ouch. Thank you for the reminder.
It's, if I'm going to remind him when his guys need it,
Concentration.
gonna beat a 10.
15. He saves concentration. Cool thing about the protection from poison, it is not a concentration spell, so you will have it for an hour regardless. Bless is a concentration, so he's got to hold that.
I gotta figure out what's. Oh, I don't know. I can't cast.
Copy, you're up.
Trigger.
Okay.
Seems these hidden enemies have now revealed themselves to be skeletal Yuan-Ti, undead Yuan-Ti.
How does creepy bleeding out woman look?
You are starting to get the idea that this was a complete ruse. Those wounds, it looks like it's just blood like splattered all over her, and she did a really good job of hiding the fact that she was not cut at all.
Now-
It's just blood.
I had reached down to help her up,
You did.
and then I got attacked.
You did.
Did I actually help her up, or is she still down on the ground?
She would still be prone.
Put
Because it all happened in the same time. You would have probably let go of her at that time, and
Shove her
she
to
is
the
still
ground.
technically prone on the ground.
Okay, I'm just checking.
Good question.
use all the swords.
every,
Hold a lot of them.
every single sword you have.
And she's holding a weapon in her hand?
She's not. She doesn't have a weapon in her hand yet, but it looks like she has a longbow beside her, and it appears that she has a scimitar sheathed over her back.
That's it.
I want to grab her scimitar.
Gonna grab her weapon.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're like,
Go ahead and make.
today.
She's gonna try to like dodge out of the way so you can't get to it. I'll give you advantage, and I'll give her. I'll impose this. Well, I'll just give you advantage on it.
Oh, okay.
So you got advantage on your athletics. So pry it away from her.
It just means if you're taking
Athletics, that is a dirty 20.
Is that anything?
She had a 14. So yeah, you grab the scimitar, unsheath it, and take it from her.
Every attack.
So you now have it.
I love it.
You still
I
got a
love
bonus
it.
action
I'm
and
doing
movement.
this.
And I can't remember, did we take a short rest at the end of
No.
last time or no?
Nope.
There was one part where you guys, Willow did a healing spirit,
healed,
and you did
yeah.
the Congo line through. But I don't think you guys got into like any fights or anything after that. I don't
Yeah,
think
I
you guys
have
had a short
full
rest.
No.
Health again.
Because I have one
didn't-
spell slot.
Well, yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
I've got things marked off.
Yeah, I didn't recover any spell slots. Oh wow, great. I'm a tiger
Okay.
as long as my tiger lasts. Oh no.
Yeah, then that,
I think Willow still has both of her wild
I
shapes.
do. I'm not using one.
yeah, so
I am very
bonus
quick with the
action.
draw. With the wild shape.
I'm just
I
gonna,
saved it.
now that I've got her scimitar, mate, just her scimitar up and just stand in front of her, shield up.
Shield up. And you're now wielding her scimitar standing in front of her. Okay.
How the turntables.
Willow, that brings us to you. You're up next.
All right.
How the turntables.
I am
Turn
assuming that Willow would have seen a dire wolf at some point. Do you think?
I think yes, we will allow
Okay.
Willow to have the
Cool.
dire wolf because you don't know of it. I would say maybe somewhere in your subconscious.
Yeah, like way back
you
there.
remember from growing up.
Just a big wolf.
I will allow it.
Awesome.
We'll allow it.
All right.
I
Are you
think I do
within
have a
that,
big
though?
wolf
Or
somewhere.
are you
Big.
a
How big a wolf?
tiny
I don't
halfling
know.
It's not
size?
technically
How
dire,
that
but it's a winter wolf.
It sounds.
We can use that.
Ooh, I like it. Ooh.
No, I'm just gonna leave the bless on the halfling.
So
The thing that
Willow
really
starts to
amusing
sprout
is the
these
wolf.
tufts of hair and almost like starts to turn into a werewolf at first, and then just lunges down on all fours.
You've grown 4 times your size.
Yes, that's right.
Or more.
So my hit points is this now. Okay.
Oh, I like the little wreath around the. It's like,
It's a
I was looking
collar.
up going, actually.
welcome to Hawaii.
You have to be hollow.
Yeah.
You have to be hollow because you're like a small creature. Now you're a large creature. You skip medium. There's nothing inside of you.
I'm gonna bite the skeleton man right in front of me.
Skeleton man. All right.
Yeah.
Go ahead. So make your attack roll.
So, do I add that?
Yeah, plus 5 to hit.
If a skeleton could look afraid, I think the skeleton is that a nat 20?
No,
No.
it was a 6.
6?
No.
Oh, a 1.
Well,
Not
1.
1.
Oh yeah.
Oh, was it that one?
Nat
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So
You don't get the plus 5 one for that
No,
one.
you're right.
you startle the skeleton, who gets scared and
Startle
starts to just like
myself.
back up on his heels a little bit, and you just it just throws the aim just a slight bit off, and you snap your jaws in front of him. Can the direwolf attack twice, or does it just have
No,
one
it
attack?
looks like just one.
Okay, so I believe that will end
That's it.
Willow's turn unless you want to move.
Yeah, you got it.
Okay. The boss. That snake that bit into you begins to transform.
Whoa!
I want you to replace that snake with this
a pile
miniature.
of poop. No!
As it transforms into that.
We can leave.
Down to
And it just starts to laugh.
Oh.
So easily duped, my friends.
We
Welcome.
weren't. It was just him. It was just him.
You're a tiger. What does this creature say to me? You will bow before me and serve me in my grand army. Lay down your weapons, surrender, and you shall live.
I want to just like look at my paw and be like, I can't. It's literally, I can't.
And that ends his turn. Silas.
Do we stop fighting? I don't know what to do. Can we kill him? I'm scared. The
Tiger
tiger.
seems excited. It's like,
Tiger's
Valentinus
ready.
nestles a little closer to you. Silas, this is all taking place.
Okay. Let me see here real quick. I think I've.
Are you guys able to? Can they see it in the battle cam? We might want to back the battle cam
yeah.
up, or if we might be
Back,
able to
back,
turn it a little
back
bit.
it up. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Okay.
So
I'm
many
going
flags of
to.
copyright infringement going on.
Since my rolls are always terrible, I'm gonna cast Shatter, which is a 10-foot radius sphere on a point. So
Okay.
I'm gonna do it over these two.
Okay.
All right. Sudden loud ringing noise painfully erupts. Each creature in 10-foot radius must make a Constitution saving throw or take 3d8 thunder damage.
Ooh.
Mhm. And I don't know about the snake. It says a creature made of inorganic material, stone, crystal, or metal has disadvantage. But I think it's a regular snake,
Yeah.
right? It was just hiding.
It was a camouflage.
I wasn't sure if it was an
Yeah.
enchanted stone snake. But I tried it anyway.
Last week, if you would have went up closer to that, or last time we were, if you would have went up close to that
Yeah.
sculpture and tried to investigate a little bit, what happened to Comic probably happened here.
I think I flicked a rock at this one.
You did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Not the other
Not
one.
the other one. Yeah.
Oh man. You got out of that.
All right. So Constitution save. What is your DC?
My DC. Oh, sorry. It was there and I closed it. Con 12.
12.
Wow, my con is super
Okay.
high.
Tekhu passes. The woman does not.
Okay, so 3d8. 6. 10 damage,
10 damage.
and then 5 for the.
5 for. Would be 5 for Tekhu.
That wasn't as good as I was hoping.
So 5 damage and then 10 damage. Okay.
And
All right. What does that spell look like? I mean,
it doesn't look like anything. It's a loud.
It's like a
thunder noise,
Thunder
yeah.
noise. It just erupts.
Yeah.
Is it psychic damage or is it thunder damage? Or
It's thunder damage.
Thunder damage.
Yeah.
So
Thunder.
more thunder crackling around over here in the corner. The sculpture that is by Tekhu starts to shatter and crumble a little bit as some of the stones
God, I thought it was gonna turn into something
onto the ground.
No,
We can
we can go.
As Silas begins to desecrate this temple.
I don't want this house anymore.
Too much
I'm
blood.
going to. I'm gonna take a couple steps forward. Get there.
Okay.
Sorry, Valentina.
It's like trying to hold on to you as you run by. Oka gets to go.
Yeah, that's my turn.
She is really mad that Kapik stole her sword. So,
Cup's just like boo.
she
It's gonna hold it straight up in the air.
she's actually gonna go ahead and use. She's gonna disengage, and she's gonna back up onto the stage area.
So she's standing up. She's still prone.
Yeah, she's gonna stand up, and she's just gonna go back 2 spaces. So that'll end her movement. So she used her action movement, and then she's just getting out. She's grabbing that longbow as she stands up, and she's getting an arrow ready, and that'll be her turn. Back to the top with Obu.
Hello. So I would like to use my very super cool move as a tiger, and if I'm able to move 20 feet towards an enemy, I then, if I'm successful in attacking them with a claw attack, I can then get a bonus attack of a bite attack. So I have to walk up to her and try to hit her. And
Who
get
are you trying to go after?
him,
Him?
scary snake boy.
Yeah, you can do that. So you're running, charging towards him, and trying to leap at him? Okay. So you gotta hit first before he has to make a save throw, right?
Yeah.
20. Was it?
It's a nat 20.
Yes!
Yes!
Man, we got some good
Yes.
juju going on in here. I don't know what it
Okay.
is. It's good.
Alright, so now I hit him. He has to pass a DC 13 strength saving throw or be knocked prone.
DC what?
13.
Ooh, I don't know if he's gonna do it. Let's see. Yep, he passes with a
Dang,
12.
flat.
Well, no, wait.
Ha ha ha!
Wait. Maybe if he fails. 8.
Snake
9.
boy's
That's
flat.
a fail.
Snake boy's flat.
I thought it was a 6 at first.
Okay.
Yeah, you got. He's
So-
prone, and
Eat him.
you get a bite attack, right?
Yes.
Well, you gotta roll your damage.
Let me
for
roll my
your
Yeah,
damage
roll
for
your
the
damage
first
for your
one.
crit first.
Okay, so that one
Nice
is...
job, Obu.
Thank you. Okay, so that's a 1d8 plus 3. So
You're gonna roll 2d8.
2 of them.
Yeah,
Another
dude.
D8 or another D8. So 8. Yeah,
8?
8. And then
Total of 8 or
total of 8 for the claw.
total of 8 for the claw?
No
Okay.
modifier, no plus to it. 2d8 plus.
3, yeah.
Oh, so that was total of 8. Okay.
Yeah, total of 8. And
8
then
points of damage, okay.
the bite. The bite is. Do I have to roll for that one? No, or do I just get to make it?
You have to roll. Yeah, you have to roll to hit. Okay. So
That is a. That is a. I am really out of it today, evidently. I can't snap.
you do have advantage because he's prone.
Oh snap! Well, I mean, either way, I make it.
Would you?
Well,
23.
20.
Roll,
Yes.
roll
Yeah,
the second one, you might crit
You
again.
might crit again. Yep. 'Cause he is prone.
I did not crit.
Okay. So roll your damage for your bite
Okay, so
as
that's
you
1d10.
chomp down onto his scaly reptilian flesh.
So that's gonna be 5, 8. So it's a total of 16.
Another 8 points of damage. Very nice.
Is he dead?
No.
Definitely not. he's bleeding, but definitely he looks like he's got a lot left in him.
No.
Because he's prone, if I leave his area of attack, am I still? Yeah, there is. He
Technically,
still
he can still do it, but he'll have disadvantage on it.
Can I just back up to where I can see both of them? Kind of like right here. I'm still within range,
Yeah, I'm
hopefully.
gonna see something. He might have reach, so you might not technically be. Why doesn't it say what the reach is?
What's his weapon?
Well, it's a scimitar, but he is considered a large creature.
Well, if he's if it's
He
large,
might.
he only takes up the 4 squares, but you still only have a 5-foot reach.
Yeah. We'll say you're 5 foot. So are you would still be within, I would say you'd still be within his threat. So you don't take any attack opportunity or anything. Alright, and your turn?
Yes.
Alright, skeletons go.
I thought Valentinus was purple.
Oh yeah, Valentinus is purple. Valentinus turns around, sees 2 skeletons behind him. He's like, ah! This is not my cup of tea. That's it.
So cool.
Oh boy, I don't even think he has any weapons.
Yeah, he does look.
His miniature does. He does. He is going to use his action to disengage. And basically he's going to run right behind you again, Silas. Mm-hmm. He's going to do like back to back with you. He's going to face the skeletons while you're facing the other direction. Okay. And then he is going to use a... Oh, this isn't concentration either. He's going to use a bonus action to cast Sanctuary on Kopic.
He's our buff master.
If an enemy tries to attack you, they have to pass a wisdom saving throw or have to choose another target.
Oh my gosh.
Double cool.
You look like you went to Mardi Gras.
Yeah.
more necklaces, more beads. So that ends his turn, and that brings us to the skeletons.
I wish he had a ball peen hammer. I just wanted to say ball.
Just one second. The skeleton in front of the dire wolf is going to try to attack the dire wolf with I believe a 5 is going to miss the dire wolf. Easily dodges. The other 2 skeletons move up towards. Actually, one's going to engage Valentinus. The other one's going to get behind you, Silas, and they both take scimitar attacks against you guys. First one to Silas is going to be a 17 to hit.
It meets it.
It meets it, so it scrapes across your flesh for 5 points of slashing damage. And Valentinus gets attacked as well. 15. A 15, actually, Valentinus is able to dodge that as he ducks out of the way. Right over top. The other skeleton moves closer and is going towards the tiger with a scimitar. And rolls. Does a 14 hit a tiger?
Sure.
It does.
It does. You take 7 points of slashing damage.
We're gonna die.
It slashes across you. And Kopic, you, now being double blessed by the world serpent, are now standing there wielding this woman's scimitar. You got shielded out, who's giving these really gritty, like teeth facial expressions towards his enemies.
Why did we not rest before we went up here?
So,
we're not right.
Because I didn't see anything up here.
It's all you.
This giant thing laying on the ground that the tiger just mauled. Does it have a weapon out?
Yes, it has a pretty massive scimitar like the one it's holding in its hand.
Take his scimitar too!
It's in his hand?
Yeah, he's holding on to it. It looks like, but basically when he transformed, it looked like he was ready for a fight.
Okay. I'm gonna steal a purple die.
All right.
Good on ya.
Yeah,
Good
purple
on
die.
ya.
Thank you guys so much. Our Twitch chat supporting you guys tonight.
Yes.
This might come in handy.
I'm going to take a swipe at him with the scimitar.
Yeah.
Because Kopic doesn't know what Sanctuary is, even though Matthew does.
Yeah. So you make your attack. Well, actually, he's prone.
Oh, that's right. So I wouldn't need.
So
to
you'd already have advantage.
Yeah,
you wouldn't need to use the purple die. Yeah.
That's it. Thank you for that.
Yeah.
You know what?
Hey,
I'm gonna.
I already know that these bad guys are pretty tough, though. I don't want everybody
Merciful.
to die. Merciful.
Mm-hmm.
Just remember. It's on the shirt.
Okay.
Must mean it's true, right?
Yeah, it's not great. Where's my scimitar modifier?
My chat isn't updated.
Huh?
My chat isn't updated.
You might have to reboot your chat. Sometimes it gets all goofy.
That is a 17.
17 hits.
Okay. I'm actually going to burn a superiority die. He needs to make a strength saving throw.
A strength save.
As I am using disarming attack to
Disarming
make him drop
attack.
his weapon.
Steal it.
Nice. Oh, you're not gonna like this.
Aww.
That's a dirty 20.
Aww.
Okay, so he makes a save,
18 plus 2.
but I still get to add the damage on.
Well, actually, no, that'd be 18 plus 4. So yeah, it would have been a 24.
Yeah.
20 or 22. Okay.
Okay, so that is a D8 and a D6. Hey, I will take that.
Uh-oh.
That is 15 points of slashing damage.
Nice.
The 6 on both dies, man.
15 points. Gosh.
Second value. And
What's that mean? What does that mean?
something blipped on my phone. So unfortunately, Comic is no longer Sanctuary.
No longer sanctuary. Oh, does it leave once you attack?
The minute you attack, you give up
You
Sanctuary.
give you up sanctuary. Okay, cool.
Player knows that. Comic would not.
It's not concentration either, so it doesn't really. He can just keep doing it. So, cool. Yeah, you drive the scimitar down into Tekhu as he's laying on there. He just snarls and hisses at you.
Wait, this is Tekhu?
This is the big guy. Yeah, you recognize his voice
Oh. Okay, so this
because
is
you actually heard him speak.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that's the same voice
Oh.
coming from
ooh.
that creature.
That's what that was?
Yeah, that's what that was. If you would have been able to sneak up the rest of the steps to take a peek, you would have saw him already.
But no.
But you were making too much noise coming up the steps.
And he's sort of laid and sprawled out.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's laying down there.
I would
The
go
tiger's
for
kind of
it.
beside him, or the tiger backed up, and you're just like laying there. It looks like he's getting pretty ticked off.
And then, would it be possible for Comic to sort of circle around him and get behind him against the wall in the corner?
I think that's a wall right there, so he's kind of in that corner.
Yeah, I don't know where he was.
Yeah, he's laying like right in that. Right, there's only those 4 spaces, so no, you probably wouldn't be able to do that. He's a large creature, so he's taking up most of that space.
Comic is just gonna stay, move over to the side a little bit
Okay.
and turn.
Okay. Cool. Willow.
Alright, I'm gonna bite at this thing in front of me.
You bite
You
the
wanna-
skeleton again?
You want a purple die?
No, I can do this.
You sure?
Does this go for attack rolls?
Yes.
Yes, for attack rolls. Yeah, bless is attack
Can I
rolls.
do that too?
Yeah, don't forget the bless is with the D4 added to your attack rolls.
Attack rolls or saving throws, yeah.
Yep.
6,
Unfortunately, not ability checks, which...
Yeah.
5, 13.
13 against the skeleton, just enough.
And then it is
Snap
Oh,
through
she takes
Willow.
up a bone.
Oh.
Like double ones.
double
Yeah.
ones plus 3, so 5.
5 points.
You killed
The
it.
skeleton.
I am. Okay, guys.
No, you don't need to. These are cubes. You can't.
These are cubes.
So
These are cubes.
Say cheating.
the dire wolf
I
reaches
can offer
out.
other cubes if you'd like.
You actually grab the snake arm by the wrist, and you actually pull the
Nice.
arm off of the skeleton. So now the skeleton no longer has any arms. It's just standing in front of you like this.
Tries to hit you with
It's
its
still
head.
standing, but yeah, now you have this dangling snake skeleton
Ew.
in your jaws.
I'm just picturing the angry dog as a...
Bone
Bone flapping
Bones
around.
flying everywhere.
Chew it.
That's right. Anything else that you would do, Willow, or you staying
I am
put?
gonna swing
Oh, wait,
a
he's-
little bit
is he-
around
Swing around?
that way,
Oh, he's
just
still
so
up?
I'm a little.
He's still up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's still up. He's just
I'm not
armless
leaving
now.
the Put your collar back on. I got
There you
it.
go.
Thank
Cool.
you. Yeah, I just kind of wanted to be close enough to reach the other one eventually.
All right. Tekhu stands. He looks angry. And he's got Kopic there. He's got Dire Wolf within range because he takes 4 squares and you guys take 4
Right, so-
squares, right?
There's
Yeah,
one in
he's
between.
just
There's none
good
there?
square in between.
Okay.
He'd have to move forward into...
Oh, so well, technically,
Because his reach is 5.
yeah,
Right, so he could reach the cubes next to him, so he could hit
he could
you.
hit you.
There's an empty cube, and then us.
Kopic.
But there's a space in between him and the dire wolf, so he wouldn't be able to get to the dire wolf.
His tail lashes out and starts to try to wrap around the tiger.
I say no. Does that work?
He has to roll to attack you. Plus,
It was a 1. Actually, it was a 2.
19 to hit the tiger.
Can we take the first one?
That's a 12 on the die. 19 to hit. So it starts to squeeze and crush you as it wraps around.
That's
you can
unfortunate.
feel the
Not
muscle of this terrible creature, this terrible abomination. That's going to be 11 points of bludgeoning damage to the tiger, and you are now grappled and considered restrained.
Guys!
So you are being held in place by Tekhu. Tekhu is going to swing his great scimitar at you, Kopic, and he brings it around down. That's going to be a 18 to hit.
Oh.
You deflect it with your shield. He gets even more angry and lashes out with his fangs and tries to bite you at the same time. I have a feeling that's going to hit. That's going to be a 25.
Yeah.
That one's
Maybe a
good.
little.
So you're going to first take, that's 10 points of piercing damage. And as the poison starts to sink in, you take an additional 12 points of poison damage. This Tekhu can hit pretty hard.
No, it's one and done.
And that ends Tekhu's turn.
I am actually going to
you
burn
grapple.
a superiority die and use my reaction
Okay.
to reduce damage that I've taken.
Okay.
Because that really hurt. Not great. Okay. Yeah, Kopic is bleeding quite profusely.
No. Poor Comic. Tekhu seems like he's got some blood and some different wounds, but he still looks like he's got a lot in him. Willow, you are up, I believe. No.
I was like,
No. Silas.
I'm up. That was you. Okay. I'm gonna
I was looking at Comic because you just did your reaction.
I'm gonna cast Lightning Lure on the she-male.
She? Okay.
Snake she-male.
Does she have to make a save?
It is a strength saving throw, 12.
Strength save 12. That's gonna fail.
Yeah! Okay,
Two.
so 1d8 lightning damage and pull 10 feet.
All right.
Yeah.
You pulled 10 teeth.
And it says
Ten-
if it's if it's
10 teeth.
within
10 teeth.
oh, I didn't do that right. So if it's within 5 feet of me, it takes 1d8 lightning damage. So
Okay.
can I move up to be in melee? Because there's one square between us.
Yeah, you could have moved before,
Okay.
but if you move, that skeleton might be able to take a quick swipe at you.
That's fine.
If you're willing to take
Yeah.
the opportunity
That's
attack.
fine.
So a 16 to hit.
Miss.
Miss. All right. So you
Haha.
make your way up there, and it takes 1d8 lightning damage.
Sorry.
Yep. Or she takes
It's a 6.
a 6. All right.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
a
So
6.
this lightning energy
I looked
wraps
at it and I
around
was
her
like,
as you pull and grip and pull her closer to you.
Yeah.
She seems extremely frustrated at everything that's happened so far, and seems like she got the bad end of the deal here. Seemed like she felt like she was the bait.
That's the end of the question.
All right, that's the end of your turn. That brings us to her. I think she can.
Looks
Yes.
like a cluster.
it does.
Yeah.
She's going to try to take her tail and wrap it around you, Silas.
Oh wait, is the battle cry
Okay,
still
so
on?
she's going to use her constrict ability. That's going to be a +5 to hit. That's only 8.
Yeah.
So you jump over her tail and she sweeps underneath you and you dodge the attack completely.
So agile.
I just imagine Sonic the Hedgehog because like you're
And-
round and
She's just going to punch you.
Try.
She tries to
Tries to punch.
just tries to punch you. Natural 20.
No!
Yay.
she was a boxer.
So you
before
take
she
Right.
you
went
take
to the dark
5
side.
points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh man.
She punches you in the side of the face.
Rude.
Direct hit to the turtle. And that ends her turn. Bring us back to the top of the order, which is Obu.
The scary skeleton missed you.
You are currently grappled and restrained.
How do I just like strength save?
You can
throw
use
out of
your
it?
action to try to get out of the grapple. You can still technically attack while you're restrained, I believe, but you have disadvantage on all your attacks.
Yeah, I could.
No, it doesn't seem right. I know.
Well, I mean, I am a
I should be able to
tiger.
just chew out of here.
I was hungry
I guess it'd just be
anyway.
really hard to like.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna try to get out of it. What do I roll a strength?
Yeah, you would make a. You could do an athletics check.
How do I do that for my?
So you roll a
strength
d20 and add your tiger's strength.
Yeah, add your
Modifier.
tiger's strength and modifying bonus to it.
Because I have this little D4.
And we
that
will
I'm
see
just-
if you make
No,
it
that's for
out
saving
of
throws.
Make
this
flag. Now that it
escape.
18.
You wiggle yourself free.
I
You
want to
no
bust
longer
out
have
of their
a-
Kool-Aid Man style.
Oh yeah! All right, where are you going?
That was my action, so I'm gonna use. How many bonus action things I can do?
Probably not as a tiger.
Grr. I want to.
You can telepathically communicate with Willow, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, right there. If I moved right here, would this be considered?
I don't know.
Would this be considered flanking?
No, because there's a wall directly on the other side of you. Unfortunately not. He's actually in a pretty good position to guard his back. He's pinned in there, but can't really get flanking on him.
I can't nudge him a little bit.
You just nudging him right into
Turn
the
him.
wall. Just
Yeah.
That as you moved out of the way, that skeleton is going to try to make a swipe at you. Actually, yeah, that's the one that still has a hand. Ooh, a 20 to hit.
Well, yes.
Yeah, that's going to hit for 7 points of
We're gonna
slashing
die.
damage.
We're gonna die.
As long as we kill Tekhu, the rest of them are
My
easy.
headbutt.
Obu, that end your turn?
It has to.
All right, Valentina's. He's a little panicked. He's not really sure what to do because he doesn't really have any weapons.
Throw one of your weapons towards him.
Copper doesn't know what's going on over there. He's busy coughing blood up all over the floor.
Okay,
Maybe it's a cleric heal.
he's gonna risk it. He is going to run. He can't get. Can he move diagonally past that skeleton next to Silas? Does he have enough space? He can
Yeah,
get
he's
there?
got. There's a square behind him.
I have
He's
a big
booking
cape.
it towards you,
Okay, 5, 10.
so he's gonna take one.
We're gonna go the big guy.
He can't get opportunity attack by that one because it already used it.
And
And that one tried to hit Silas. So he only takes one opportunity attack, which is going to miss. He immediately runs over to you, takes both hands, inciting these incantations, and some of your wounds start to close.
They start bleeding.
You are healed for 11 points of damage
ooh,
as your wounds begin to close, and you feel as if this powerful divine force is warming your body.
We like the snake guy.
And it's temporarily on Team Valentina.
Yeah, we're gonna keep him.
Valentinus' turn is up, though. That's all he can do. And that brings us to the skeletons. Those
Just
two are basically 2 on the direwolf, 2 on Silas.
Great.
Silas.
that one doesn't-
Man, why did they keep rolling?
Stop hitting me.
I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. That one's cocked. I'm gonna roll it. Which is a good thing. It's a lesson. This is you, Silas, but that one's an 18 on the die, so that one's going to strike you for an additional 7 points of slashing damage from that skeleton. That one skeleton tries to headbutt the
I was
direwolf.
wondering what
Yeah.
happened.
trying to gum you.
Does a 15 hit a direwolf?
It does.
Okay, you take. What's a skeleton's strength? You take 1 point of bludgeoning damage
Okay.
as it headbutts you.
Can I fuck
And
that one instead?
it puts a dent in its skull as it does so. It stumbles backwards. The other one has a sword and tries to slash at you. 16 for direwolf?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's going to do 4 points of slashing damage to your direwolf form as they're trying to slash away. They stay put, and that brings us to Kopic.
We're taking it easy on you.
That's fine.
So, Kopic is going to just sort of nod at Valentinus as he runs up and just sort of gesture to all the different swords and weapons on his back if he wants to grab one.
Like a,
And then,
That's too good.
with Tekhu standing up, I'm going to steal one of the purple ones this time because he is
Should have done
burnt, and going to try to attack him again.
Oh, Probo, thank you Twitch chat once again for your subscriptions and your bits to help everybody out tonight. Thank you all.
And thank you because that is a nat 20.
That's funny. Thanks to our Twitch
I
chat.
am burning my last superiority die. You need to make another strength save.
Another strength save. Okay. That's a 10.
Yeah,
I think it's
8 plus 2 plus 4. Yeah, no, he fails.
He fails.
Yeah.
Nice.
So he drops that sword.
Ah,
The
yeah,
sword
dang it.
clangs
So
to the
here's
ground. Yep.
back for you.
Got it.
And
More bits,
That's
more
a nat
subscriptions.
20.
You guys can help them out.
I would like
So
to
that
mention
is-
I made one attack with the sword right now.
it's double all the dice, right?
All the dice, including your superiority die. Yeah. Any dice you
that
roll is
is
doubled. Yeah, they're all doubled.
2d6 and 2d8. Okay, so
Oh, we got some bits coming.
Yay!
We got 100 bits cheered. We're 400 bits
Thank you,
away
Cyan.
from another purple pro.
So that
Thank
is-
you.
Thank you.
21 points of slashing damage.
Yeah!
Oh, that's a big one.
Ouch.
Gothic is the one who calls the thunder.
That's it.
That's a big gash across his chest. It's
And
supposed
he
to-
drops his sword.
And he drops the sword, and he seems like he's just a little stunned by this as he slowly turns his head back to you. His tongue flicks out a few times. Who do you think you are?
Bonus action. Pick up the sword.
All right, you now have his sword in your hand.
You said it's a great. Is this a massive? Is this bigger than?
It's bigger just because of his size. It doesn't necessarily do more than a regular scimitar for you,
But
but it's just kind of like
No. So literally,
fits him a little bit better.
stow snake ladies in the back, and now wielding his in front of him, shield up.
All
It's
right,
so insulting.
nice.
Is that a roll for intimidation or a roll for mocking?
I don't think Tekhu looks like he's very
Embarrassment.
intimidated
Just
at
like-
this point. How tall are
Really?
you?
7'2".
He probably might be just a bit taller than you. So he's
Just standing there looking at him, and just sort of looking at the scimitar. Ooh.
Sweet, nice turn, Copic. Willow, Direwolf Willow, you're up.
I'm gonna ignore the armless one.
Okay.
I'm gonna go for this one.
Oh, you don't want that yet?
No.
Okay.
Now you're going for the big hit.
No, not yet. That would be 13, 16, 19.
That hits.
Yay.
Yeah, you
Oh,
against that
actually,
skeleton.
21. Just kidding. I can't math.
21 is definitely a hit.
Yeah. And then that's 2d6 plus 11 plus 3.
Nice.
10.
No.
11.
11 points of damage.
10.
Yeah, no.
You bite into that one and rip a bunch of bones from the rib cage.
Yeah.
It's barely up,
No.
barely holding on, but that one is still in the fight technically. Looks very battered and beaten up. Bones are just falling off of it. Is that in your turn?
Yeah,
Will?
that's it.
All right, that brings us to Tekhu.
Oh no.
I'm just gonna put in-
Tekhu is very upset.
I guess you attack that.
He does not like this at all.
Oh no.
Stop
In the direction of Copic, Valentinas, and Willow, he lets out this terrible roar. Yeah! And just looks at all of you and said, "You will fear me." And I need you all to make some saving throws.
Wait, like everybody or the people in the...
Just those three that I mentioned. So Valentinas.
There you
This is the
For you,
equivalent
you're
of
good.
the.
Okay.
You guys need to make a wisdom save.
Oh, yeah, because I'm so great at that.
Valentinas is gonna fail that wisdom save, I believe.
Oh, bless helps for saving throws.
It does. Bless helps
no,
with
I
saving
know, I
throws. Yes.
And Austin.
Am I allowed to throw my hula hoop at you for
Here
an
we
additional
go.
plus?
It's so
Oh,
I see it.
actually, you know, that is
No.
tiny.
No, I can't. Thank you.
Rainbow.
This one.
Hey,
Yay.
Woo!
that's an 18.
18.
Dirty
You succeed.
20.
Dirty 20. You succeed.
Oh, 21.
Valentina
Yeah,
seems
one.
terrified of Tekhu
Wonderful.
right now.
Oh.
And he currently is afraid of Tekhu, so he can't move any closer. And
Right in front of him.
any attack that he would make will be with disadvantage. So you can tell by just being next to him, he's gonna run. So
someone's pooping.
yeah, he did. Yeah, that's about it. Yeah. So he just basically was trying to get some room and get you guys away from him, but unfortunately that does not take effect. So Tekhu's turn is over.
And Bless is a one and done, right? After you use your D4, it's gone.
No, it's a minute. As long as Valentinus concentrates on it, it's a minute.
Okay.
That's a good
So
spell.
you guys, that's third round, I believe. We're up to
Think so,
third round
yeah.
on Bless. So you guys still have more rounds with Bless.
Seven
As
more
long as he
rounds,
holds concentration, you're good. And yours lasts for an hour, so
Yeah.
you're good. Boys. All right, that brings
You
us
get up there
to
and
Silas.
pray.
Oh, I forgot to do this. Okay, remind me to grab next time.
Okay.
I forgot a thing.
I haven't gotten used
Silas,
to my
you're
new
up.
cantrip.
Whatever you'd like to do.
I haven't gotten used to my new cantrip yet.
They can always come out of form and get.
Nope.
Has any of these skeletons? None of them have used their reaction this turn, right?
I think all of them have. Oh no, yeah.
Not this turn.
Yeah, this
Well,
round.
yeah, it would have been this round, yeah, because you're kind of at the bottom of the order, so yeah.
As
They're
the
all-
Valentinus moved, Obu moved,
Yeah.
they've all swung.
They all
Okay.
swung. The one swung at you, one swung at Valentinus, the other one swung at Obu, beginning. So,
Only Snake Lady hasn't.
I'm gonna
yeah, their reactions.
go
So
5, 10, 15.
she's gonna try to punch you as you leave.
Who?
The snake
Oh,
lady.
Snake Lady. That's fine.
Yeah, she still has hers.
That's fine.
That's gonna be a 17 hit. That just hits.
Give me that dice.
You take 4 points of bludgeoning damage.
I would throw some good
Kinda
berries
throws
at
a
you, but they're
forearm
in
at
my
you.
fur.
And then I'm gonna use meta magic to twin spell
Nice.
onto these two skeletons here.
Oh,
And I'm gonna do just a ray of frost at both of them.
Ray of Frost. Immediately leaving his palm, it splits into 2 shards of icy energy.
Do I have to roll for both, or just one? I can't remember how you
How did we do it before? Do you remember? Did we
think
roll one?
I think it was just one. I
Oh.
kind
And then
of
we
want
roll-
to do two.
Would you rather do 2?
Does it?
Because it's technically the
Is
same
it go
spell.
one
right?
and then it splits?
No, they're both.
It's
coming
basically it
from my
comes out and then.
So it
What's that?
comes out then
So-
forward.
Oh,
So
I
I
don't
would
know.
say one.
So yeah, we'll go with 1. We'll
Okay.
say it comes out and then it splits. You kind of shape the magic as it leaves the palm of your
Okay.
hand. So
You go like this.
Just for kicks. That one
Yeah.
probably hit. No, I rolled a 4 plus 4, 8.
8.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, the one hits the corner of the wall and the other one goes flying a little bit wide,
Okay.
just barely missing Kopic.
Can you use 2 cantrips in one turn? I can't remember.
As long as it's an action bonus action, I
Yeah.
think so. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna enchant some more magic stones in my hand really quick.
Yeah. Yeah. You can
Right,
definitely do that.
Okay.
So
And
you can enchant 3, right? So you got your
oh wait,
Is that-
I
is
think
that
it's yeah. I can
Up to
enchant 3
3?
stones. Yeah.
excellent. Cool.
Cool.
Yep. So you got these magical glowing BBs basically in your hand. I'm ready to
That's
go.
it. I'm worthless. Sometimes.
You had the killing blow on the bone Naga last week with one of your magical enchanted nat 20s. The mini boss
The
hits the
pea
go.
shooter.
That would be
Yeah.
her. She has a bow and arrow, but is still really close to everybody. It's gonna disengage again. Moves to the skeleton right there beside this way towards Willow or towards Kristen, and basically grabs the scimitar out of the skeleton's hand, wrestles it, and it just looks really frustrated, like looking at this old rusty, dirty sword that the skeleton is carrying.
Sweet.
And just kind of moves back towards the stairs just to regain herself a little bit. So moves a couple more spaces. This way, kind of towards those stairs that lead down.
Oh.
Just a couple spaces that
there?
way. Yep. Just to get herself out of the mix a little bit. That ends her turn now that she has a melee weapon again. Obu, you're up.
I'm just gonna chomp him. Hopefully. Ha ha!
Ha ha!
Wait, 23.
23, that will hit.
Thank you.
Roll your damage for your bow. Tekhu.
6.
6 points of damage. Alright, he is wearing down a bit. He is still in the fight though. He's got wounds, he's bleeding, he's got this massive sword cut through his chest. Looks pretty rough.
Good.
Looks pretty rough. So, Ogre, that's your turn?
Yes, I have no other capabilities as a cat.
Now, did you say you were looking hurt?
No. You have 6 health.
You really hurt?
Yeah.
Valentinus runs. Is going to provoke Tekhu
10, 15, 25, 30 is
and 2 skeletons.
One of the
He's dead.
skeletons doesn't have a scimitar, is that right?
Tekhu misses.
that's one way over.
That's one way with it. The other one swipes the skeleton, misses, and the third skeleton.
You wanted to run anyways, right?
Yeah, he was gonna run anyway. He's terrified of Tekhu right now. That other skeleton misses as well.
Oh my god,
All
he's
three of them.
holy!
He's just booking it across the room, seeing that Silas is damaged and hurt. Rest puts his hands upon you,
It's like,
and you also gain 10 points of
Nice.
healing as
Thanks.
he expends
That's
a.
cool.
I'm gonna give him all my money.
That's right. That's full health for you, right?
No.
It's better though.
It was a third.
The skeletons get to go.
I have no health.
Evidently, dang.
Those 2 in front of the dire wolf are going to keep on trying to work on that dire wolf. Another headbutt coming your way. That's a 17. Take another
I'm terrified.
1 point of bludgeoning damage, and now there's a giant massive hole in the front of the skeleton's skull. The other one takes a slash with the scimitar.
Poor country and
And,
no glory.
stop rolling die. That's an 11. No, so that's gonna miss. The other 2 begin to. One without the scimitar charges the tiger.
What?
Smart.
He's
And the other one back there is going to also charge the tiger. One that has a sword is going to attack with a scimitar. The 15 hit?
yeah.
Yeah.
About to not be a
You're
tiger.
going to take 8 points of slashing
I'm
damage.
about to not be a tiger, y'all.
And the other one just basically puts its arms together like this and does like one of these wrestling moves and just starts to hit you in the back of the spine. That's going to be a 16 to hit.
Yeah.
You take 1 point of bludgeoning damage.
I'm still kicking y'all.
Okay. That ends the skeleton's topic. You're up. Seems like it's the attack of the unarmed skeletons. They're coming at you guys.
You unarmed everybody.
Yeah.
Isn't that guy taking damage from his headbutts? I mean, come on here.
He's like barely there. His arm is gone. He's got a hole in his skull.
We should just keep him as a pet.
Yeah. I'm just ignoring him.
He's-
I don't care.
Viewers, if anyone had ever heard me say this before, meet this campaign's wolf.
Never met the guy.
Kopic is going to look at Tekhu, and again, sort of overly showy, sort of examine the scimitar, and then swipe down at him with it.
Awesome. Go ahead.
Okay, that is a 22.
That will hit. The weight of this sword just feels right in your hand as you bring it down.
This is like butter.
Yeah. That is 6 points of slashing damage.
6 points of slashing. Nice. Yep, he's still bleeding. He's got several wounds now, a couple sword gashes, some bite marks on his flesh.
Kopic is going to move around a little to try to, seeing that it looks like the tiger is starting to get carved up a little bit, sort of put himself over near the tiger to try to
Just provide some backup.
Yeah, just in case.
Gotcha. That ends Kopic's turn. Brings us back to Dire Wolf Willow.
All right. I'm gonna go at the one in front of me again.
The one with
Arm-
one health or the.
Armless
The
McGee.
armless or the
The-
chestless?
Yeah. There's
The
yeah,
chestless one.
chestless one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'd kill it. Are they considered creatures? I forgot to ask
Yeah,
earlier.
everything's a creature.
Yeah, they'd be considered creatures.
All right.
Undead creatures.
So
rock.
apparently, when I bite them, every time I succeed, they have to do a strength saving throw or be knocked prone.
Okay,
I
let's
forgot
see
to
if
do
that
that
one
earlier.
would make it save. We'll skip the armless one because I don't think it's going to matter.
Probably not.
What is the check? What do they have
13.
to make? A 13? He rolled a 13 on the die.
Alright.
So, yeah, that's a 13 exactly.
Dang, that's a good darn.
Well, at least now you've seen one.
22.
Yes.
Okay,
that's
yeah.
definitely-
Well, I would have seen her already.
As you put it down on the bones of the shoulder,
8, 9,
Doesn't
11.
mean that
and it
from the
falls into pieces on the
From the
floor.
reference.
You can take that one off the board as that one crumbles and drops.
We
its
did
scimitar.
something.
I
we,
did. And
we
then
defeated one.
And
I'm
look,
gonna go
he's
ahead
appropriately happy.
Cheering you all across the
Raise the
room.
roof.
I'm gonna go ahead and move like right.
Okay, that was gonna take a quick headbutt at
That's
you
fine.
and misses.
Do it.
Don't.
He was hoping that the hole in his head would make him a little bit more aerodynamic.
I'm done.
All done? Okay. That brings us to Tekhu. Being carved up by the Goliath in front of him. Going to try to wrap his tail around you and begin to squeeze. So here comes Tekhu's constrict attack.
I'm going to use my reaction to cast Warding Flare from Shieldon to give him disadvantage on the attack roll.
That was a good idea because I rolled an 18 on that bad boy. And a 5.
Yes!
Plus 7.
Nope.
12. No, I'm not going to do it. So it blinds him just enough to make his constrict attack miss you wide. Still frustrated, he goes and he tries to lash out with a bite attack towards you. Ah. Catch those for me, Charner.
It's closer to you.
Ooh,
Is it?
That's way over there.
Charner, that's going to hurt.
Wait, who?
That's a
Me.
natural 20 on the die for a bite attack against Kopic.
No, you go
Yeah, I think I'm down.
down.
You're going to take
Once.
8 points of piercing.
Okay. That's...
No, it's 19.
I need to roll
No,
more
because
dice.
I reduce.
I need to roll more dice.
I need to roll more
Yeah,
dice.
great.
Bite also has
That
poison.
sounds like 4.
Sounds like more.
Oh my god, that's more than 4.
One. Well, it's been fun.
22 points of poison damage.
Oh my god, it's right on the money.
That's on the
That's
mark.
Oh, so Kopic goes down.
Collapses.
Not good.
Glass is currently still up though because it's not you that needs to stay conscious. It's Valentina's. So you can leave that thing on there, I believe. That's the way that works. Kopic falls to the floor. Everybody bites into him and he laughs
More spirit
and
guidance.
mocks a little bit, but goes to ignore you. And then he basically picks his scimitar back up off the floor and uses his final attack just to kind of look at it. And then his tongue comes out and licks the blade as he just stands there and stands on, basically is like almost, if it had knees, it would do the Captain Morgan pose on top of you, like claiming its victory. And that ends Tekhu's turn. And Silas, you are up.
I want
Oh,
the tiger
Lord.
to stop
Alright.
having a panic attack.
5, 10, 15, 20.
You're like, oh.
I'm gonna spend my last mana magic and do twin spell again against Booby Man and this skeleton.
Okay.
So, I'm not rolling this
Yeah,
one
don't
again.
use that one.
Okay.
Use your good one.
Wait.
What?
Oh.
There you go.
Using the purple probo die.
I want it.
What? What?
So worthless.
Twitch chat, we do appreciate your help. We need some more help.
That was a 1 and a 5. 1 and a 5.
Oh, 1 and a 5.
So the 5 was a total. You probably don't.
Yeah, that's probably
at
not
this
gonna.
point.
That's
Yeah,
probably
it's
not gonna
9.
Yeah,
Probably.
another miss from this Ray of Frost.
Just
flying across
delete me.
Bonus action?
No.
Because you still have your magical.
Yeah, I can't throw them.
You can't throw them as a bonus action. You can
I don't
only-
think so. I think I can like create.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Who's up?
She is going to go ahead and move closer to Silas. She can move 30 feet, so 6 spaces.
25, 30.
I'll run from her forever.
She's gonna go ahead and switch to her longbow as she's moving. And we're gonna leave that die on the floor.
Rude.
And she's gonna go ahead and make 2 attacks with her longbow. That was 2.
She don't like you.
That one definitely misses. That's a 17. I think that's right on the nose, huh? That's right on the nose. And you're going to take... Oh, no, those are D8. 5 points of piercing damage as an arrow hits you in your arm.
I'm going to
Yeah, my
prepare
arms.
my turn.
You almost drop your magical BBs in your hands.
No.
The arrow hits you. That ends her turn and brings us to Obu.
I'm not ready.
Tekhu is standing confidently on top of your friend, who's now bleeding out on the floor.
Okay.
We got this.
Yeah, we are.
I'm a
Direwolf's
tiger.
going strong still, so.
I can't do anything about him. I should probably. Skeletons.
My back's to a door, right?
Your back is to a door. Double doors. Silas is thinking ahead.
I'm gonna attack whichever skeleton has the most health, or looks the least missing of the bones.
They both look in fine health, but one has a sword and one does not.
Attack the one with the sword.
Yep.
One with the sword? Okay,
Yeah,
so that's the
and I
one closest to Kopic over there is the one that actually has a weapon. The other sword is now in the possession of that woman who is seemingly charging after Silas.
Bless does not allow me to add this to my throw, correct?
You can add it to an attack roll, yes.
Uh-oh.
Even worth trying to add it.
What was it?
Now one.
Oh, yeah. No, that's not going to cut it.
Am I allowed to retroactively grab a purple?
No, unfortunately you cannot.
I'm just gonna.
But you can talk to all your friends on stream right now and tell them we need bits and
Hey,
subscriptions. Help us out, please.
Ramsey gonna get us all killed.
I have been one of the only other people attacking this giant snake person while they've been playing with skeletons over there. The jingle jangles.
Are you gonna move or do anything else?
I'm gonna cry.
You're gonna cry. A whimper you hear from the tiger. Oh boy.
Am I within range to? Is it an action or a bonus action to stabilize?
I don't. You're a tiger. I don't think
go
you would
like
be
I'm
able
gonna
to.
stabilize it.
2 death saves.
I'll try to stabilize him then.
I've never seen Tiger Medic, running across the
So-
field to help people.
I need to get out of here quick because I'm about to turn back into an elf and I am surrounded by 3 things.
It's up to you. It's top of the round, so
That's
everybody's
why
got
I
their
moved over
reactions
there.
back.
To help. So.
Oh wait, we're flanking.
Uh-huh.
Wait a minute, if I was flanking,
You would have had advantage.
no, I could, what? Hey,
Yeah, you're flanking.
I'm
You're second, make another roll.
One.
And then thank Kristen for reminding you. Is that a
Did you do
2?
your
that's for my
Bless with
attack. My bless, I can bless.
Yeah, you're blessed.
And I get +5, so that's so far 13.
Okay,
Might matter.
17.
you hit.
Yay!
Redeemed!
Redeemed. Roll your bite damage.
Kill him.
9.
9 points of damage.
9.
That's pretty good. It's still standing, but you've bitten. Let's see if you bit his arm off that has its sword. You did not. You bit his other arm off.
Wrong arm!
So you now have bones in your mouth as well.
Can I crunch it intimidatingly?
Oh,
like
yeah,
just break it in
absolutely.
half?
I'm not sure how well you can intimidate these skeletons. They're pretty. Well, they don't have brains.
I'll try
They
anyway.
don't think for themselves, really. They're
I'm
just
always going at 110%. I want to do it for the
You
effect.
can make an intimidation check as a tiger.
Oh, that's intelligence. Which, wait a minute.
No, it's charisma for.
I know, but I looked at my intelligence because charisma.
What did Valentinus do on his last turn?
He ran over to side.
He ran and healed you. He could have made a saving throw against the fear at the end of his turn, that I forgot about. Let's see if he makes it. He does.
Yeah.
He is no longer afraid of Tekhu.
He can go back.
That's important,
That is important.
because his turn is next.
I did not intimidate.
You did not intimidate. No, your mouth was too full with his arm. Didn't really be. It wasn't really too intimidating. Okay, Valentinus. Sighs. Runs right back towards Kavik.
Nah, I'm glad we didn't kill him.
He's like, I'm getting my cardio today.
And is gonna do the same. Lay 2 hands on Kavik. And Kavik, you are restored. This time only 5 hit points.
I really
As
hope
I
he has a
rolled
limited spell
1.
slots.
Ow!
But the sigh was kind of like a, I'm not gonna be able to do this too much more.
Oh no! Oh no! He has
And
no
as your eyes kind of awaken, you see him standing there, and you can see Tekhu above you, just kind of smiling and holding his sword once again. Say, Kavik, you need to get to work, my friend. Oh! Please take care of yourself. The World Serpent will protect you.
I'm doing a great job right now.
The skeletons get to go. And as he's having that conversation with you, a charging headbutt comes in from the side. as the skeleton, and he's like, "Oh crap!" He ducks in. The skeleton misses with his headbutt and just kind of just runs by.
Yeah, he dive bombs in. He was like,
You're the one that got bit by the tiger tries to slash with the sword. 13. Does that hit a tiger?
I'm about to be a home.
No. That's only 11.
He doesn't hit.
It doesn't
He
hit?
doesn't hit.
Okay.
He doesn't hit.
That one misses with the sword. The other one, same armbar attack as it comes down on you. Natural 1.
Yes.
It was intimidated by the fact that you bit off the other one's arm. And it misses. That ends the skeleton's go.
Still a Tigre.
Kavik, you are prone in front of Tekhu. You just watched Valentinus dodge a flying headbutt.
Okay,
From
I'm confused.
a,
Is it flying, so I get advantage, right?
He's just immune to
Right.
skeletons. Can this just be like
Backtrack.
story time, like the story? Because he ran through 3 of them and missed attacks.
he has a pretty good armor class.
He's just like, meow, meow.
Sometimes.
Which is
I
odd
think
because
he's-
he's just wearing carpentry clothes.
I think in the back of my head, I'm like, maybe I should be a carpenter. One of those carpentries. What was that?
I wonder if that's a new class in D&D. Carpenter.
Gopik's gonna stand up, dropping the shield down, pulling out his warhammer, 2 hands, and I'm gonna steal our last purple die and pray to God something happens to it.
Alright, here we go.
Smash his skull.
Come on, purple dice help you out.
Kick him in the liver.
The purple is
That's
the
why it's
next
not
one.
again from the purple one.
Nice! Those purple dice are rolling hot tonight.
Oh,
Thank you
Oh,
so much.
thank you.
Wait a minute. I think
Here you
I
go, Michael.
Nice guys. Natural
That
20.
is
Not
2-handed
for
on the
me.
warhammer.
Two-handed
No,
warhammer.
not for you.
Is there one left or is there all? They're all
That's
gone.
it.
Uh-oh. Twitch chat, we need some help.
Oh,
Oh, hey.
What did you just do?
Mm.
Did you just subscribe?
Oh, I have my Twitch Prime subscription. I just remembered.
Huh. Weird. We have a new subscription.
Where?
Really odd. I don't know who did that. That was-
It didn't pop up
What?
on my
It's in-
link.
It says it
it
here.
didn't pop up on mine.
It didn't pop up on mine. Did it pop up on the?
It says I just subscribed
It'll
for
pop up
3
in a second.
months. For the 3rd month.
For your 3rd month?
Yeah, I just did it.
All right. Well, thank you, little Ramsters.
How do I?
You just
Reset it.
purchased yourself an advantage die.
I would like to thank Amazon Prime for awarding me that free subscription.
Math.
Math.
16 points of bludgeoning damage.
16.
Fine.
Bludgeoning. Ouch. As Tekhu stumbles back a little bit, he is starting to show wear and tear, and he is a bit sluggish, but he still has life and vitality. He looks like a pretty tough individual, not one that's going to be a pushover.
Push him over.
Used my action. I got nothing.
Did you use your Twitch Prime too?
Maybe.
Is it showing up anywhere on there?
No.
Someone called you a sellout.
Who was it?
Burger.
That's right, Burger Durger. You sell out.
Burger.
Did you do it?
I love
Yeah.
his
I'll
name.
grant it. Okay, we got 2 out there.
Burger.
I can't refresh it, so I just tried refreshing the dashboard.
Yeah, just try refreshing the dashboard. It might come up.
Burger.
I need to put Streamlabs on there because I think Streamlabs will have it pop up immediately. I'm not sure why it didn't.
Does it
Well,
show you on
something
the
immediately. I
app
think it might
version
be.
at all?
It's Soul.
It doesn't unless you share it.
Someone from your freak.
Oh, you have to share it
Soul!
on the Twitch.
There you go.
Soul!
So,
Hey, Soul!
yeah, it's okay. I trust you guys.
Alright, I'm ready to die.
Trust me, I think you're gonna need them anyway, so that's fine. All right. Yeah, it brings us to that was Kopic's turn. Is there anything else you wanted to do? Or are you staying put? You gonna tough it out?
Pull the shield back around.
Okay, put the shield up. Gotcha. Willow. Back to you.
I'm gonna go for the one with the scimitar.
Okay.
What did you roll?
You have advantage.
I rolled 2 because I had advantage, and I rolled this, so that's 19 plus 5. I'm gonna assume I hit
Absolutely.
with
Yes,
that.
absolutely.
Snaps.
And it doesn't even see it coming as it's totally focused on the tiger.
10, 13.
You shatter that one to pieces. You can take him off the board.
4.
The dire wolf. The dire wolf is
Chomping bones.
chomping bones. Anything else?
Gonna try to wiggle my way in there a little bit more.
I don't think you'd be able to fit there because
Okay.
the skeletons
True.
are
Oh, yeah, he
taking
was right
most of
there.
your space.
You're right.
I mean, probably the best you could do is like wheel around that way if you wanted to, probably.
I'll stay here. It's fine.
Okay, gotcha.
I'll wait.
All right, so that ends Willow's turn. Teku's up and stumbles back from this massive impact from this warhammer. Is
Ow.
not looking very happy. He's going to try to constrict you once again
You almost
as he
dead.
tries to wrap his tail around you. 13.
Nope.
You jump over his tail. He looks at you frustrated once again.
Jump rope.
You wanted this. You can have it. He tries to drive it into Ooh, 17 plus 7.
That'll hit.
That's gonna hit. You are going to take.
I get +7 on all my rolls too. So.
9 points of slashing.
5.
And he's
And
out.
he's down again.
Du-du-du-du.
Then looks towards, well, Valentinus is still just right range. Looks to the tiger,
No. I don't want to be over.
shows his fangs and lashes out. I can do that too, and tries to bite at you. That's and that's a good thing I did, because that's a 2. He misses. His jaws clamp in front of you, Obu.
I am still a
That ends his
tiger.
turn. Silas, you're up.
Okay.
I see this woman is coming your way with a longbow, and she's firing towards you.
She only has the long, or she has the rusty scimitar too, right?
Yeah, she has
Okay.
a scimitar that she stolen from the skeleton.
I don't know the damage difference in my brain. I'm gonna rather not be face to face, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 30.
This is a game of chess.
It is.
I'm going to.
They're just running around the room chasing each other.
I'm gonna. She'll catch her eventually and get the corner. I'm gonna do another ray first.
Another ray of frost. Okay.
Just
You're
next
struggling.
next turn.
Oh,
Oh.
It was this.
goes flying
9,
wide. She
8.
dodges out of the way. Anything else that you would like to do?
No, you can't.
You need to start.
You switch to
Throwing some
your
pebbles.
throwing your
Yeah.
pebbles. Yeah.
That one goes away. This one.
she goes and she's going to try to move diagonally towards Silas. She can go 6 squares. Does she get to him?
Yeah.
She stows her longbow, chooses to strike you twice with her. Yep, she has 2 attacks.
I should have said.
The one is definitely going to miss. The other one is going to be a 19. That one's going to hit. So you're going to take 7 slashing damage
Okay.
as the rusty scimitar carves through you. It's not looking very good over here. Okay.
Pretty.
Copper and Sasha's gonna meet up in the afterlife, have a beer. So, Druid's man, right?
That ends her turn, so it's Obu. You're back up.
I'm not ready again.
Sure. Once again,
Okay,
tigers make weird noises.
I'm gonna bite him again.
Okay.
Well, actually,
Are you gonna bite the skeleton or are you gonna bite the
skeleton?
Tekhu?
I'm gonna bite a skeleton.
Bite the skeleton, okay.
Yeah, free me up some space in there.
Yeah, I'm gonna bite the middle skeleton.
The one next to Valentina's here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ooh, Headbutt Man.
Oh, that's
Will I be
him?
able to reach after?
Oh, that's
He's
Headbutt
gone.
Man.
That's Headbutt Man, yeah.
Oh, I
He's no arms and a hole in his head.
Oh, then I'm gonna go at the other guy.
Okay, sure.
Headbutt Man, we can just like.
Neither
blow
of them have any weapons. Just kind of
Run the
stand
same.
They're in the way though.
there. Yeah, they are in the way. It's preventing you guys from getting to Tekhu a
I
little
need to
bit.
get in there.
Well, if they both don't have weapons, then I will go
Yours
after
popped
Headbutt
up.
Man.
Yeah, you have to click share.
Resubscribe.
Resubscribe. It was me.
Yeah, we got that nat 20 out there.
You have to click
That-
share?
At the
Yeah,
top
there's
of
like
the
a
chat thing, you'll see a share your subscription.
There it is.
Yay.
There it is.
Okay.
Sucks.
Getting Headbutt Man.
Headbutt Man, you have advantage because you're flanking with Valentinus.
11, so my one with advantage. 16.
16 hits.
Thank God.
You can roll your damage for your bite.
13.
13. As you bite, bones just shatter to the floor as Headbutt Man has been destroyed,
Thank God.
which will forever be known as Headbutt Man. R.I.P.
No, I just imagine a butt head.
There is only one skeleton left, and he is weaponless. Obu, are you moving or are you staying put?
I am certain. I can't really move without getting an opportunity attack, and I can't afford that in my life right now. Wait a minute. So his range is much larger, correct? He has reach?
He does not have reach.
No. So would this get?
Yeah.
It would.
Yeah, moving anywhere.
Yeah, moving anywhere would provoke.
Then we're just going to. I'm gonna kind of just turn a little bit so I have both of them within my eyesight.
Okay, sure. And that brings us to Valentinus. He's going to stand confidently over top of Kopic.
Once again.
Foolish. And then he is going to, I believe he can do this to an unconscious creature. I believe so. Is going to use his bonus action to cast Sanctuary on Kopic. I think you can still do it on an unconscious creature, preventing anybody from attacking you.
So maybe that hula hoop.
So I'm gonna rule it that you have Sanctuary.
It says. I need a green one.
And that ends his turn. Now bringing us to the skeleton. The skeleton.
The one.
The one, the only.
Who is
The man,
looking
the
around.
myth, the legend.
Let's see, who's he going to attack? Is he going to attack the tiger or the direwolf? He's going to stick with the tiger. And he comes around with a fist. It's a natural 20. You take 2 points of bludgeoning damage.
I'm still here, guys!
As it hits you in the side with its bony elbow. And that ends its turn.
He was an MMA fighter back when he was alive.
Death save, Kopic.
2 failures.
Oh, is that a
no.
natural one?
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Oh no.
You guys,
Oh, no,
you
no,
guys
no, no,
can,
no,
you
no,
guys
no.
can use purple probos on death saves as well, so just keep
Do
that in
it.
mind.
Do it now. I already rolled it.
We'll keep
Yeah,
that in mind
next
for your
roll.
next one if you need
That's
it.
assuming
You might want to jump out of
Get him
shapeshift.
I can't. I'm a wolf.
Can you jump out of shapeshift?
I think it's an action.
Get rid of the skeleton
Valentinus
so I can
is
swoop over there.
yelling to the rest of the party. Does anyone have anything that can heal?
In
And
my
then-
fur!
Hey, we got a follower! Woo!
Hey!
Burger
Burger
Durger!
Durger!
Yeah.
Welcome to the adventure of Burger Durger.
Thanks.
We're so glad that you're here. Okay.
Can
We gotta
an
help
individual
Kavik.
reach into my fur and grab out the potions that
Not
I have?
into your fur. If you were Obu, then you could give them, yes. But right now, you're tiger.
Can I claw them out of my magical skin?
Let the dice fall
No.
where they lay.
Willow. That brings us to you.
I can't do anything to help you right now.
That's it.
I feel so bad. Can I move forward one space and be within range of him now?
I believe
Do
you
I have enough
can
room?
now that that other skeleton is
Okay.
not there.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
he's actually right here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you're
Cool.
good. Yep, you can get in there.
Yes. I'm gonna bite him.
Go bite him.
And
Don't bite me.
I have, let me pull this up, what's it called? Pack Tactics, and it says I have advantage if any of my allies are within 5 feet of the creature.
Nice. Make your roll
So
with
that's
advantage.
Is that times
Like
like
7 because we're all over
Plus
there.
your glass, yeah.
16, 18 plus 5. I'm gonna assume.
Your bite meets its mark.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah, you bite through Teku's
And
arm.
then he's gonna have to do that strength save or be knocked prone as well.
Ooh, that's gonna be a good one.
I'm gonna be a die roll from now on.
Four. The dice is still rolling. That's an 18. He makes a save.
Well, he's taking 4, 5, 6, 7, 10.
10 points of damage.
You're gonna fail.
He's stumbling a bit, but he's still standing. He's got bite wounds everywhere and slashes. He is still in the fight. Anything else, Willow? Another follower.
Woo!
I'm watching for him.
Teshine 83.
To shine!
Stan!
Hey, hey, Stan, thank you so much for the follow. We appreciate it.
Thanks, Stan.
Stan, he's our man. Give us bits. We need the
Hopefully,
dice.
hopefully this is our last episode of this campaign.
I just drew your character, dude. I can't spend another month.
Teku goes.
You're
He's
have,
gonna
like, a
try
salary
to
thing.
constrict the dire wolf
Okay.
with his tail. It's a plus 7. Natural 20.
Oh no.
Oh no.
You have so much health right now.
Constrict.
Even headbutted.
Yeah.
That's true. I've taken like
Constrict.
6
You are going to
damage.
get squeezed for
Taking 35.
18 points of bludgeoning damage, and you are currently grappled and restrained. And because you are grappled and restrained, Teku's going to try to bite you while you're grappled, giving him advantage because you are restrained.
We can't live with just the turtle. He hasn't hit anything.
Stop checking my math. I did it right.
You did your
19?
math teachers.
19?
Yeah, that
19 does hit. Okay, so the bite is going to do 6 points of piercing, plus an additional 7 poison.
13.
Those are small numbers.
Well,
No longer dire wolf. Willow's bit back
Tiny
into
Willow, it's gonna face a giant snake.
And a quick
Do you have another
backhand
one? Do you have a
scimitar
second?
attack to Obu the tiger.
Do I
Is it?
Wow. Rude.
18 plus 7.
You need a new dice tray. I keep watching your dice, and they just go.
They're rolling everywhere. They just roll around forever. So you are going to take 10
Got a
points
second
of slashing
wild
damage. Did he knock down both of the wild shapes? Yes. He did. Oh, Obu is back to her elven form. And that ends Teku's turn. Silas, your friends are in dire straits on the other side of the room, and this woman is trying to corner you.
Yeah. I've been thinking about what I want to do this whole time, and I still don't know. So, do my spells have disadvantage within melee range? Cantrips? Doesn't say.
If you're attacking like a ranged attack, it would.
Okay. Y'all aren't gonna like me.
Do not attack me.
You couldn't do something.
Fireball.
I'm going in my shell.
Go to
Are you
Worthless.
ever loving kidding me?
Silas goes into his shell. What does that do, Silas?
It gives me a +4 to my AC, and I can't move until I use an action to get out of it.
Okay, so you're using your action to go in your shell. So you can't move, you
are
can't
the
do bonus
worst.
action. So you just went into your shell. It's going a little bit as it wobbles down.
You have disadvantage on dex saving throws, and you can't take reactions.
Okay.
But I do have advantage on strength and constitution saves.
Okay.
You don't have any healing, anything.
I haven't.
He's
I'll double
He's
check
in
again,
self
don't wanna help
preservation.
anybody.
I have blue vial, not poison,
I told him I can't.
but I don't remember what
Can
those.
you do things in your shell? Like, can you drink potions while you're inside of it?
Interesting.
I don't think you know how turtle
I
anatomy
don't think that
works.
would work, but I think it'd be kind of funny.
I don't have
any-
I don't have any
Then pop
potions.
I'm thinking Tutor the Turtle and Mr. Wizard. This
Yeah.
guy's popping into the shell. He's sitting there in front of an
Yeah.
armchair.
That's it. Yeah, he's got like
Chilling.
a
Looking out
couch
the window.
inside. You know,
No,
it's like,
they're still out there getting killed. I'm just gonna hang here.
I'm just gonna see what's on TV.
The blue vial doesn't have any healing.
It was just.
It was just
It was like a guidance or a bless or.
Yeah.
It
From
was
what you could tell,
hero
it turned you into a bear.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not drinking it. So I'm in my shell.
Okay, you're in your shell. All right, it's her turn. She looks at the shell, is very confused and frustrated, and tries to slash at you. Right? She has it's a +4 to AC. Is that
Yeah.
right? So she takes 2 slashes at you, trying to drive. It's an 8 and a 2. So those will both miss as they just carve some slashes into the back of your
He
shell.
was worthless.
Well, I've been worthless this whole fight, so I don't want to. I don't know what to tell you.
You are now in your elf form.
Can I have a player's handbook real quick?
Sure. Marmite.
Mine's good.
Sorry, I would have given mine, but camera.
Oh, you're good.
I have an idea.
I don't know who that is. But hey.
Hey. Don't forget, folks, we're 400 bits away from another advantage die for our group. For 400
Save
bits, you can
profit.
help this group. Because we've got one on the brink of death, and the others are...
I can't remember if this is true or not. I may be getting this wrong. Is it possible for me to burn a spell slot and get another transformation back?
Oh no, what it is you can bonus action to expend a spell slot to regain health in your animal form.
Oh, while you're in animal form.
That's
you
cool.
can- That's pretty neat, yeah.
You could do that.
Dang.
That's 1d. No,
Yeah,
for Circle
I
of the
see it.
Moon,
1d8.
Oh, we're both Circle of the Moon.
Yeah.
Are you out of wild shapes?
Yeah, both of them.
Oh, both
She
of them are?
is. I'm not.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she's
Oh,
supposed
so
to
there's
figure
still
it out.
one left, yeah.
Oh, I thought you meant out of
No.
current wild shape.
I'm fine on health. I just want to.
He's not.
I'm thinking of the dead one on the ground.
Oh.
She wants to see something burn.
Okay, I can
Stabilize him something.
swoop over there and give him some good berries. Whew. And that gives him 10 health back.
Can you get... Are you moving
Yeah,
over there?
there's.
Is it
yeah,
space? Yeah, you're moving,
Sure.
moving by.
And she won't leave.
Yep, and you won't be leaving threat range.
Because you can go through.
How many good berries?
I can go through
He
her.
gets 10 of them.
10
He
good
feels-
berries jammed down your throat.
He feels uncomfortably
Chew!
You've never had to poop more in your life.
That is so much sustenance from 10 good berries. Get yourself 10 hit points back, popping as you wake up and you have just berry all over your face. Well, that was sort of unconventional, but I guess that will do. Valentina's-
Cure wounds
Yeah,
is not as
still, yeah,
efficient.
he's still lying there, so he's
Oh.
not up yet. He has to.
I gotta put a
Let's do his
tool
turn
somewhere
first.
right though. This
So-
is just for me.
The spell, is the spell your action to do Goodberry? Is that an action? I think that's an action.
Yeah, it's an
So
action.
to feed it to him, I would say would consume your bonus. You have movement left, but it's up to you if you want to move out of Tekhu's threat range.
Right now you're right next to him,
I
so.
would like
Oh wait,
to stay.
that skeleton would have tried to punch you. An 18? You take 1 point of bludgeoning damage as it punches you in the back.
Yeah, you can stay over there then.
I would like to
Oh, you're
move
gonna
back
see that.
over here because I don't like having my back to the skeleton boy.
Okay. Cool.
One
And
singular.
Obu's turn. Valentinus is going to. He's going to look over towards Willow, and he's going to use a sanctuary for Willow.
Oh, Valentinus, I thought we were talking about Tekhu. Oh,
Yeah.
no, leave me alone.
Valentinus has now put a sanctuary spell on you, so if anybody targets you, they have to make a wisdom save, or they have to target someone else. So you guys are now both sanctuary. With Valentinus, you can start to see a little bit of worry in his face, like, I'm starting to get expended. As he's casting all these incantations and spells. Is Valentinus out of threat range?
Yes, he is.
Okay, he sees Silas back there and is starting to lurk towards Silas. And then that'll end his turn. That skeleton gets to go and it's going to try to punch. Let's see if it's going to punch Obu or Willow. It's going to attempt Willow, but it must make a wisdom saving throw to see if it targets. And fails its save, so it's going to attack you instead. And 11. I think that misses. Yep, you duck out of the way, dodging, because you were prepared for that skeleton. You knew it was coming. And that's his turn.
Punchy McGee over
Topic,
there.
you are
Little Mac.
you now. You don't have any death saves now, so you're.
Once more. Leans down, gets back up. Drops the shield, just looking.
You're
Not helping anyway. Two-handed. Warhammer again. Toss me another purple one. I'm gonna.
Purple's coming. Here we go.
Let's see if we keep getting lucky with these. I've had 2 so far
Two
tonight.
nat
So.
20s with the purple.
You said you're standing up.
Oh yeah, thank you.
Oh.
Okay, not so much that time. That was a 5. But the other one is a 21.
21 hits.
Okay.
Two-handed Warhammer. Yep. You got it.
Let's go with the tiny Gen Con cane dice.
This is the only die I have for
Okay.
right now.
That
I
is
know, I love my little one.
okay, that's
What's my little one?
number 2. Oh, that's right, that's gone up too. Been misadding all of my
All of your rolls.
only the Warhammer rolls because my strength modifier went up.
Oh, you got it. Yep.
So that is actually 11 points of bludgeoning damage.
11 bludgeoning. Tekhu's starting to sway a bit, as you can see a little bit of...
Me too.
a little hint of fear in Tekhu's eyes, Kopic.
Fortunately,
Yes, he
it
is
is no longer
no
sanctuary.
longer sanctuary because he made his attack, yep. Alright. And anything else, Kopic?
I'm just getting. This time, leaving the shield down, 2-handed warhammer up just right in his face.
Right in his face.
Gotta
Got
keep
it.
him focused on me.
Willow, you're back up.
Technically,
I'm gonna use
depends on where you aim it. He's a large
Shillelagh.
creature.
Alright. Bonus
Yeah,
action
well,
Shillelagh on the quarterstaff.
I'm gonna borrow coming from it. You're doing
And I'm gonna try to whack him with it. Do I get advantage? No, he's not flying. So we already talked
He's
about
not flanked,
Yeah.
yeah, so no, there
I
wouldn't be
think not.
advantage, but it'd be.
But I do
You
have
still have bless.
Yeah.
Yep. Which I think we're on round 6 of
Yeah, we're
bless.
getting close. That's
Just
a
shine.
19.
19 hits. Roll your damage against Tekhu.
Are those real cheers? The little bits didn't show up.
Oh, the bits didn't show up?
Is that a real cheer or a fake cheer?
No, it's a disengage.
I don't know.
Just happens and you
I
without-
think they just have it. I think they tried to do it, but it didn't. I think you have to type in. Maybe you can't have the space in the cheer for the. I think somebody's trying to cheer bits in chat. But I
yeah,
can't
it's
read-
just cheer and then the number.
Yeah, I don't think there's a space if you're trying to cheer bits. I don't think you put the space before the number. So it looks like somebody's
They can
trying to
figure it
cheer
out.
something big. They might help you guys out.
I tried to type 5
That was a
million.
6.
A 6? 6 points of damage?
Yeah.
That's good. Tekhu is He looks like he's hunched over a little. Oh no, here it comes. That is 2 purple probos. Thank you. Who was that?
That was Stan the Man.
Stan coming in big.
Thanks, Stan.
They made another subscription in there too, you know.
There's another subscription in there too?
Oh, wow.
Gimme,
Another
gimme.
one.
Where's that? Oh,
Gimme.
Blitz Graybeard.
Or such so-outs.
So we got 3 out there now. Thank you, Twitch
Wait,
chat.
do these follow through? They follow through, right?
Yeah, we'll follow through. Yeah,
Okay,
we'll keep
wait,
it going.
who had the extra 20 from being voted last time?
I think Silas.
That was me.
You
Yeah,
did.
we forgot about
you
that.
have an extra.
Yeah, you do have
you
an
have an extra
20
D20.
too.
Or,
I keep forgetting to get that token so we don't forget because that's one
Well,
thing
we haven't
that
done the
don't-
RP, so nobody gets any.
All right. Yeah, it's been mostly combat in this big encounter we got going on. Okay. So who was last to go? Willow made her attack.
Yes.
Yeah.
I just
And Tekhu looks really hurt.
yes.
The woman
Still hacking out.
is still hacking at the turtle. She's gonna go ahead and try again. Two scimitar attacks. Is a 20 gonna hit?
Nope.
All right, that's the best one. So it's just trying. Actually, the second hit after it hits your shell, it breaks the rusty scimitar. And it goes clanging to the floor. Yeah! She throws down the handle. She looks like she's super ticked off.
I would be so dead if I didn't get it.
Okay. I want to cast Moonbeam. I want to cast it directly on top of him. It's in a
Okay.
5-foot radius.
So right on Tekhu?
Yeah, I want to put it on him specifically towards his back end, so that way we can still attack him without getting hit by the Moonbeam.
Okay. Yeah.
So I go like this.
And this beam, this cylinder of this beaming moonlight just zaps down onto his tail area.
Yes, and so now
And on his, I think at the start of his turn, he has to
Yeah,
make a
start of
saving
his
throw and then take damage.
when a creature enters the spell area for the first time on a
their
turn or starts their turn there, and he'll do Constitution saving throw, and if he fails, it's 2d10. If he passes, 1d10.
Okay, sounds good. I will put that on my notes so we'll be ready for next time.
And then that's good. That's it. That's all I'm gonna do.
That's all you're gonna do?
Yeah.
Okay. Valentinas.
Dad. Snake Dad.
I am gonna retcon one thing. Valentinas would have taken a sword from you. Back when you were going, I was gonna
he
do it
did.
after that. He would have. I don't think I
Yeah,
actually
no,
physically
you mentioned
said
it in one.
As long as I mentioned it,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, did you have a scimitar?
I have multiple scimitars, short swords.
Okay,
I
he-
have a scimitar.
He would take a scimitar.
He literally has
He would
8.
he would take one of those from you.
I only have 7 now.
He has 7 scimitars.
He's gonna charge up this woman and make a scimitar attack.
I like this guy.
He's gonna try.
very devoted.
This is not his cup of tea, and of course it's not, because that's a natural 1.
Yikes.
As Valentina says,
We should have
she
given him a
easily
hammer.
dodges.
or
She
a
doesn't have a
stone.
weapon right now, so she just dodges that back out of the way and is looking towards it. Well, she does have a longbow. over
A
her
drill. Something.
back.
What a carpenter.
Valentinus looks at it and he's just like, oh, I immediately regret this. And that ends his turn and brings us to the only skeleton that's left.
That's weaponless McGee.
That's
no,
weapon-
that's punch. One
Yeah,
punch
that's Punch Man.
Punch Man, that's Punch Man.
That's
Punchy
Titana.
McGee.
Really? We're gonna go with that.
Yeah. Okay.
Nah, 20, the elf now.
He is going
You named him
to
Saitama.
target.
Yes,
Well,
yes.
Willow made an attack,
I
so
did,
her
yeah.
sanctuary would be away. So
Sanctuary.
here comes a fist attack to Willow. That is a 16 to hit.
That hits.
You take 1 point of bludgeoning damage
One
as the
single
skeleton
point.
bops you on the head.
Rude.
That's the end of his turn. Kopic, you are up. Tekhu stands in front of you. You were able to dodge out of the way of most of his
Where did you go past me, Dad?
attacks. What's
You're
that?
in your shell.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, we did.
did we go past you?
Yeah, because we
Why,
did
were you
mini
gonna
boss,
do
and mini
something?
boss tried to hit him.
We'll go back. Yeah, the mini boss tried
That's
to
okay.
hit you.
I'm not gonna do anything.
Were
I
you,
just
were you
wanted to
gonna,
know.
were you gonna
Sit
stay in your
in-
shell?
Yeah.
Were you gonna do that during that
He's
time? Okay.
worthless.
I just want to make sure you're still watching TV inside. You can hear like the clanging on your shell.
It's like Franklin's house.
That's it. I'm sorry about that, man.
No, it's okay. I just wanted to make sure. I can't see it from here.
And then the minion, and
And then Copic. Yeah, we're at Copic now. Yeah.
Do I keep burning them to try to kill this thing?
Yes, keep trying to kill
Do it.
Yeah, let me
Oh, wait.
grab another purple one.
Oh, okay, cool.
Go burning the purple Provost. Thank you once
See.
again, Stan, for
Thank
Yes,
you.
thank
providing
you.
them advantage. You're helping out the players and the stream, so thank you guys.
Yeah, that's it. Why am I not a little higher level? That is a 25 to hit.
Yes.
Actually, yeah.
That's a 19 on the purple.
19 on the purple die again. Man, these purple die are hot for you.
Oh, you know?
Yep.
So that
Unless
is
that's what we're thinking. We'll be okay. I got a couple more.
They're going dark.
Pick up.
Oh, okay.
okay, that is 13 points of bludgeoning damage.
Please be done.
Bludgeoning.
Yeah.
He
You have the two-handed
almost falls down. His one eye is totally swollen shut after the impact. His one side of his body just looks like it's really sluggish. He's still holding onto his sword and he's just teetering back and forth. He looks like he's on the brink.
I'm trying to look over at Willow. No, she's usually moving right after he does, isn't it? Please. That's it.
That's it. Willow.
Alright. There we go.
Punch.
How am I gonna punch you? Oh no.
Nope.
Mm-mm. That's not gonna do it. 6. That's an 11.
You're just getting so excited. You see him teetering and just slam on the kind of maybe the moonbeam distracted you
Yeah,
a
that's
bit. You slam down the
It's
corner.
so pretty. I couldn't help looking at it.
Anything else? Still the bonus action?
I can't do anything else.
Can't do anything? Okay.
Moonbeam
Tekhu,
time!
Moonbeam,
Do it.
Constitution saving throw. Let's see what his
do I have
Constitution
to-
save is.
He makes the save and you would roll 2d10.
You're right.
Plus 3. It's a 22.
20.
He makes the save, so he takes half damage.
Wait, what's my...
So you roll 2d10 and then cut it in half.
And then for that, I get plus... Do I get for this
No,
one?
it's just
I get-
straight damage, I
It's
think.
just straight damage.
8.
Explain how he dies.
Yes!
One left after the Warhammer, I'm assuming?
What's that?
One
Yeah.
after the Warhammer?
2.
Alright. So he's here teetering,
Here we go.
and he looks upward and he sees this pillar of light fall gently upon him. And he thinks, ah yes, 'tis my time to be with the serpent. And then as
This
it
must
touches,
be Seth's blessing.
yes. And as it touches his skin, there's a warm feeling. And then it increases.
Yeah.
And then slowly but surely the flesh is melted from his bones.
There goes the.
His
You now
foot.
have an advantage token. Yes, Tekhu starts to just peel away, and you just start to see bones for a moment as he
That's
begins to crumple to the
Yeah.
floor.
There you go.
And then
That's right.
he is slain. What?
Oh, the purple
Ooh,
hair. Pretty big.
in Warcraft, there's Jurors of the Flame. That's the same thing
It's me!
They're like fire cats and phoenixes.
So you may remove boss from the initiative order. As Charter chucks the miniature in the backyard.
No, aim in here. I can use one of those at home.
Can I, as a bonus action, scream to his companion, what is her name? Okish? Okash?
Okra,
Oka?
yeah.
Oka?
Okra.
Okra?
Okra.
Okra?
Fried okra.
Fried okra. There you go.
How's them vegetables now?
I killed him. What
Is
you
it-
gonna do?
What you gonna do?
What you
Okay.
gonna do?
Yeah, she swings around to see this happening, but she's already kind of engaged with this. I don't know. What to call this fiasco she's got going on in the corner with a shell that's just wobbling in the corner
You kept her
with,
busy.
with this half
You
elf
did
that
one
can't
thing.
swing a sword. Yeah, that ends. That Silas, you're back up.
So I was wrong. It is a bonus action to get out of my shell.
Oh, cool.
So I am going to get out of my shell,
All right.
and I'm going to.
As he pops back out.
And I am going to fiercely swing my staff two-handed across her head
Okay, make your attack.
with my
Nice.
advantage from last session.
All right, yeah.
I don't think.
Well, that's a free
No,
nat
it's a
20.
free 20.
So you can just take a nat 20.
Oh yeah. Okay.
That's
Cool.
what
Yeah.
we do? All right.
Yeah,
So
so my-
spends his natural 20. So
Rolling.
you can roll.
2 of them.
You can roll double your dice damage for your quarterstaff attacks. 2d8. As you cash in your
I wanted
automatic
everyone on the
20.
stream to see that I.
Here.
Okay.
Oh.
I have it. Is that 9? That's a 6. Ooh, 6 and 8.
That's
Nice.
There you go.
Makes
14.
14 total?
Yeah.
You don't have any additions to
Not for
quarterstaff?
quarterstaff.
doesn't-
Oh, it's just a +2 to hit. No.
Okay. Oh no. So
Yeah.
Quarterstaff
it's a quarterstaff
quarterstaff is a strength weapon.
Yeah, so
She would be.
My strength bonus is 0.
Yes.
what was the total again?
14.
14 total.
Yeah.
Okay.
Across her
Nice.
head,
Across her head.
specifically.
yeah. Blood starts to run down her head as you crush down on top of the quarter. She wasn't really expecting this because she started to change her attention towards Valentina's.
Yeah.
And you just come across the side of her head. Blood starts to pour down.
And then I'm gonna yell, "Kill her now!"
And it's her turn.
It is.
Oh, yeah.
You sure you don't want to practice actually killing something?
14 is as much as I can do.
Who is she going to try to constrict? Silas or Valentinus? Valentinus is the lucky one here.
Oh no.
And here comes the constrict. Natural 20. Man, that
There goes our healer, just got killed.
Constrict for the natural 20. That's these. 8
Spent 3
points
hours
of
this.
damage, and he is restrained and grappled. 8 points. Okay. He is grappled now within her constraints, so she's going to try to take a quick, free-handed, unarmed strike at Silas,
Oh.
like a backhand. That's going to be a 15 to hit.
Miss.
So it misses wide. And that ends her turn and brings us back to Obu. You warming up the dice?
Glow in the dark.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, I can't show the camera, so I just want to do that.
Cool.
So I'm a
Help!
You gotta stop.
I'm a smack punchy McGee.
No.
So we're on, I think we're on 8 rounds or less, so I guess still.
I'm gonna
Oh wait, he needed to make a constitution save. Concentration. He passes.
Oh wait, I still have Moonbeam going.
You do.
I'ma swing my Moonbeam on over to Snake Lady.
How far can you
30
move
feet,
it?
I think.
I think
Oh,
you can move it 30 feet
no, the
with that.
range.
Yeah, that
Range.
moonbeam. Double check your moonbeam range.
Because it says not the range of
It's
the
either
spell, it says
30
you
or
can move it.
60. I can't remember. All of you guys that are tuning in tonight, thank you guys so much. We appreciate you hanging out with us tonight. So,
It doesn't say it
quite
on
a
here,
number
but
of
it says
people
my
in
range
chat
is
tonight hanging out with
120
us.
feet.
Yeah, no, there should be.
Can you pass me a player handbook, please?
You know, we do it for moonbeam.
Yeah,
much you can
on the
move.
sheet it doesn't say that it can be moved.
Yeah, it can be moved though.
I know it can be.
Yeah.
Moonbeam.
I can spend a bonus
Moonbeam.
action.
No, it's an
Not-
action.
It's an action.
Moonbeam is an action to move. And you. 60 feet in any direction.
Nice.
I'm a move it.
5, 10,
Yeah.
15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 50, 55, 60.
Yep, just
Right on.
enough. Right on.
Does it hurt people that it moves through?
I don't.
No, you have to start your turn in it.
Start your turn or enter it.
Okay.
Start your turn
Turn.
on your turn.
Or you have to physically enter it,
Okay.
not it enter your space. That's
Cool.
why it doesn't do
Just
any damage on the
Making sure you guys are not
Yeah,
burning yourselves.
So
It's like a
I-
laser moving
Yeah.
around the room, carving into the floor.
with my
Or just
action,
Coco.
or with my movement, I want to flank Punchy McGee, and then I want to move my moonbeam over to Snake Lady.
Perfect. Great idea.
Thank
Valentinus gets to go. He's happy that to see Silas is back in the fight, and unfortunately, he doesn't have much that he can do other than try to make another. Well, no, he's grappled, so he's going to try to break the grapple. So he's going to roll his escape, and he is still grappled.
Nerd.
Some of those meatballs.
That ends his turn. He is. There's not much he can do.
Sausage balls.
Sausage balls.
Isn't that meat?
Yes.
Yeah.
Skeleton
It's like
punch to Willow, misses. Copic, you're up.
Hey.
I'm so worried. I was like,
So price.
No.
I cannot get
Impossible.
all the way over there. So, let's see, what do I got here?
I can
Those
cast,
who don't know, that's all the weapons that Comic's carrying on him right now.
I can cast Long Strider on you.
Having a Goliath with a big backpack.
Yeah, so Comic's going to 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Start charging up towards her.
Hmm?
And then pulling out a javelin
Nice.
is going to just haul off and throw a javelin at the back of her.
Okay.
Okay, so that is javelin. Okay, so that is a 16.
16 to hit.
Yep.
That will hit.
Okay.
Roll your damage.
Would you like to use one of your...
Yes, I'm going to use a little tiny.
I don't know how you guys read those.
I have to pick them up with my fingernails.
Is that 6?
That's a 6.
This is
So that is 8 points of piercing damage.
yeah. The javelin sticks into her side. She writhes in pain for a moment as it's sticking out of her. She grabs it, pulls it out, and throws it to the floor.
That's the first thing you don't do when you have a stab wound!
Yeah, it just starts to spew some blood down the side of her. She's
First
looking,
aid 101!
she's looking bloodied. She's looking hurt. She's got some wounds. Anything else, Kopic, or is that end your turn?
Nope, that ends it.
Willow, you're back up. This skeleton has been really trying to bring the pain. But it's like...
Final
It's gonna hit.
countdown.
So tired.
You have advantage, you're flanked. Well, it's flanked.
Ooh, I do.
Everybody's been leaving this skeleton alone.
He doesn't do
Nice.
much.
There you go.
11.
Ready. You have to roll that extra d4 for
Same.
attack.
Same.
14.
Except
So
when
it's
you-
20.
Yeah.
Dirty 20.
Hits. Yeah, definitely. Dirty 20 will hit.
And then, what is it? D8.
Break his hips.
And that's...
Turn into a geriatric skeleton.
Nice.
And that, boys and
Necromantic
girls,
hip
is how the
replacement.
Molfen character switched.
11.
11. Now that is bludgeoning damage, correct? For your quarterstaff?
Yeah.
Actually, should.
What's that?
Yeah, it's bludgeoning.
I'm pretty sure it's bludgeoning.
Yeah.
Does that thing ring?
Yeah, it's bludgeoning.
Okay.
But it's magical bludgeoning.
Magic. Even better.
Yeah.
You come across it. It actually, most of the bones like shatter into dust as this thing scatters to the floor. You've defeated that
Yay.
skeleton.
I want to
It's
go
gone.
like this. Bye, Punchy.
Bludgeoning does
It will.
All right.
Cool.
Anything else, Willow? You got movement.
I
that
do
you can
have
do.
movement. I'll
Use.
start heading that way. How much movement do I have? 25? Yeah.
Oh, here we go.
Okay.
Here we go.
Anything else? No? All
I'm
right.
just going to leave Obu hanging out of this
Solace, you're
altar
back.
in the back.
Yeah, that's fine with me.
Alright, another.
I was way too in
Last
the
time I
action
went
before.
down with the staff, this time I'm going to bring it around and hit the side of the
Hit the
head.
side of the head?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Ah,
Yes.
Hey!
17 plus stuff.
Yeah, that hits. Definitely.
Plus,
17 plus stuff.
So 1d8. 8!
8! 8 points of damage. Nice. She. It's like now she's got like 2 lumps on her head. Just beating it down. She's still up.
No!
She's bloodied. She's hurt.
Kill her.
It's her,
lays eggs.
it's her turn.
We dealt with
Constitution
eggs.
save. She's in a moonbeam.
No more.
She is in a moonbeam.
Aha!
Constitution save.
Really?
It
You need a new dice, Jay.
It went back to a 9. It's a 10.
It was like 21,
That's it?
9.
Yeah.
What is my...
I don't
What's your
know. What's your spell save?
It,
So it's
Should be on top of
Oh, no,
8.
she doesn't make it. It's
All right.
13.
Roll 2d8. Moonbeam
D10.
damage.
2d10.
D10. Moonbeam damage.
9.
9. Okay. She is now sizzling in this beam of magical energy. Taking hits to the face, but it's still her turn.
Maybe that I help her
She
out by
is-
cauterizing her bloody stab wound.
Gee, thanks.
She's a little bit more afraid of everybody running towards her, and
She's like, huh.
she lets go of Valentinos and moves towards the wall this way, still staying in Silas's threat range, so that Silas doesn't swing at her again.
Is he grappled?
Yeah, he was constricted.
Oh, she let him go.
She let him go.
Okay.
Alright, so since he got let go first, he is going to make a swipe at her and misses terribly because he's not good with a sword. And she moves over there and she let him go. She's going to try to constrict Silas.
Die, Silence. He's smiling. It's bad.
You're not
It's a
allowed.
nat 20.
That's a nat 20.
God, oh God, oh God.
Constrict.
How many dice rolled? Is it 4 or 5?
I roll 4.
Oh, well, I'm dead. Even if it's all ones.
If it's all ones,
Yeah.
let me be unconscious.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Just go ahead and tell me. In case it's, my max health and I instantly die.
Oh, that happens?
Yeah,
15 points of bludgeoning damage.
yeah, that's
Yeah,
So
if
you're
you take
unconscious
damage
and
and you
addressed.
hit 0, and
Wait.
you do enough to do your full maximum health.
It didn't even let me. That was weird.
Is
Am I
weird.
dead? It went straight to... Oh, never mind.
No, you should
Okay.
be dead.
It just looks
Okay,
fine.
it looks like
It just looks funny.
Yeah.
It looks like I just straight failed.
No,
Okay.
that shouldn't be it. No.
So
No, you
15,
did.
and I was at 4, so that was 11. So okay.
Yeah, I mean you're 0. Yeah, you're.
Well, I need to do math in case it 13 more.
Well, what's your total health?
27.
Yeah, so you're fine.
I wrote down.
What if they hit me again?
Doesn't matter. They have
Yeah.
to hit you and do your total life damage
Yeah.
in one
Everyone.
shot.
Yeah.
Now, granted, if
Just
she
do it.
hits you again,
Yeah.
it's 2 death saves.
Okay.
Chat is devastated.
Sorry, chat.
No.
I tried so
No.
hard.
Oh boy.
As you see a limp Silas wrapped up, you hear her say, "Drop your weapons, or I crush him."
Good luck, he's got a shell.
And that brings us to Obu.
Hey everyone, I'm gonna put the moonbeam back on her.
And I'm gonna also run forward.
Or I crush him. Moonbeam just comes
You
back.
gotta survive long enough to get a chance to.
That's it.
6.
Cool. And I stand here, and then this is my moonbeam.
That's your Moonbeam? Alright, Moonbeam is there. Gotcha. Valentina's is not really sure what to do. he's afraid of this situation. But he's going to... He's like,
I got another character prepared. It's alright.
he's all out of spells that will help this.
I rolled a crit fail on my death saves earlier. I started prepping a new character when that happened.
I can't draw that fast.
2 new characters.
Oh Lord.
Valentinus is going to go ahead and go. He's seeing that you're just moving the moonbeam over. He's going to go ahead and try to deliberately cut at her tail to see if she lets go.
Just gonna
lizard.
just trim a little. That's fine.
He misses. Clanks
Take a
his
little
sword
bit
on
of
the
the edge
floor. He is just terrible with the sword, and it brings us back. That skeleton one can be taken off there. Kopic, you're up.
Okay, 9, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And then
Just
two-handed
like my
warhammer coming up
elementary
behind
school
her.
came out,
Okay.
and I was like, I gotta go. I gotta be here for
Keep
this.
going. Person gets to sing it.
5, 10, 15, 20, 20.
I don't think that's going to do it.
Sing numbers.
14.
You hit.
Sometimes, not often.
Okay.
She's not really wearing any armor.
Confidence on.
Oh, what?
Actually, not. Roll that with the red. We're going to roll damage with the red.
I wanted
Ah!
to be her friend.
No, I'm not, because that's
a
way
20.
past the room.
It's a 20 on a
A 20 on a
D10.
Wow. Oh, that's us.
4.
4.
That's a 1 on the damage die, folks.
She shifts her weight just the slightest bit, and you just catch some of her
I
arm.
can't read.
She looks really hurt.
Unless that-
Just
Nothing
going to
else?
look at her across and just say,
Spend the last spell slot for that.
drop. Tortellini.
She drops totally.
Oh yeah, I saw you yesterday. I had
Willow.
tortellini for dinner.
Willow, you are up.
I don't know what to do.
Smack him.
She looks very hurt.
I can't reach that far.
That's it. Fit in 20, 25.
That's not close enough, is it?
No.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So-
Bow and arrow.
Ah, yeah.
Crossbow. Would you fine?
No.
Fireball?
I'm down for fireball.
The only thing I have would hit Turtle Man. Don't want to do that.
Why not? He hid in his shell. Have to fight.
Yeah, true. Because I was
Wait,
thinking
wait,
was
wait,
like
you can
frostbite
stabilize
or
him.
ice knife. The ice knife would
He's
shatter.
down. You could stabilize him.
Oh, can I do that?
Yeah, you're here. You would get right here.
Oh, I'll do that.
You gonna try to stabilize him? Sure. Go ahead and make a medicine check.
Or you can just.
No.
Or you could do cure wounds.
Stabilize it.
Okay.
Oh.
That's a.
Or cure wounds would give him HP back,
Yeah.
Dang.
and he would come back to consciousness.
Are there
Because
any
he's still
rocks?
currently wrapped
My
around
last spell slot.
in her tail.
Nobody has spell
Well-
slots.
My
I
last
do. I
one.
have 2 of them. Kepler 22
What's my
says
spell
throw a
casting?
rock.
Throw
I don't
a
have
rock!
any enchanted rocks. Oh, you
Someone
could
throw
put
a
one in my
rock.
pocket.
Help.
What?
What's my spell casting?
It should be 13.
No, it's wisdom.
Oh,
Whatever your
wisdom.
wisdom modifier is.
So plus
Looking for if she's casting cure wounds. Dice plus what?
It's
Oh,
already
it's,
there. You missed it.
plus 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Plus 4.
7.
7 points. As Willow rushes up and
He's still
heals Silas.
Well, he was never down. I don't think he's still grappled and restrained.
Yeah, he's
Held
still
up in
being
the air.
held up in the air with this massive tail.
Technically, I guess I'm just gonna kind of like
Thank
leave
you.
you there. What does the green do to him again?
I have poison resistance.
Yep. Silas, you're up.
Oh, that's
Oh,
nice. I have a
you do have a bonus action, I believe, if you'd like to use it.
All I can do is Shillelagh, and that's already up.
That's
So.
already up, yeah. Silas, you're up.
Um,
You are awake, thanks to Willow.
while I'm grappled, would the constrict on their next turn have to make an attack roll?
They would still have to make an attack, yes.
Going back in my shell.
Go back in your shell?
Yeah.
Okay. Back in the shell goes Silas. And it's her turn. She has to make a constitution saving throw at the beginning of her turn, as she is now moonbeamed. What was your modifier again?
13, I think, was your
My-
moonbeam.
My moonbeam? Yes.
Your
13.
DC.
Meets it, beats it. 13 was her roll. So 1d8.
1d10.
Or 1d10.
1d10.
Yeah, roll 1d10 because you move Moonbeam on her.
Yeah,
Question.
made her save.
Your spell save DC is created by what?
It's 8 plus your proficiency modifier, which is 2, plus your, for druids, it's your wisdom modifier. So 8 plus 2
Is
is a
10,
14.
so-
Actually,
So-
I would like to say
If you had 14, then she
I-
fails.
she fails.
Yes.
I, this entire time,
You had the wrong
spell
number.
save DC. So I'd just like to say, ha 2d10,
2d10.
Haha, she'd be dead already.
Probably.
12.
12. Would you describe how she goes down?
Yes, I would! Oh, yes!
She only had 7 health left.
For her, the moonbeam chooses a different path. It starts at her tail and slowly works its way up along her scales, burning them individually. She looks back and realizes her soon demise.
As the shell slams to the ground and goes as you dissolve the tail first.
And in the aftermath, one of the bones of her tail just kind of like accidentally kicks him out of the way. He's fine. Imagine it your own way. And then, like a fuse to a firecracker, it crackles upwards, and when it meets her human flesh, she bursts into 100 pieces. Gory.
Very gory.
She's dead.
Everybody that's within 5 feet of her, you get sprayed with Yonti Malison gore.
Oh, I'm far enough away.
That's nasty.
As she goes down,
Willow
you guys
takes
can remove
5
her
steps
from,
backwards.
and we are out of initiative boss battle combat, folks.
Woo.
Congratulations. And you know what? Since you guys did such a good job during that combat, I'm going to go ahead and throw a free purple promo out there.
Thank God!
Because I am merciful.
Oh, rough.
Guys, why didn't we rest?
That was
I'm not
excellent.
going anywhere.
We're gonna go ahead and take our break because we're running a little bit late on the break tonight. So we're gonna take a break to refill drinks and take a breather after that intense battle. As some of us went unconscious once or twice or a few times, almost died. And
Fourth, I don't know. I stopped counting after that one.
That was a challenging one for the group. So we're gonna take a break, and truth be told, this party's gonna level up to level 5 during the
Player
break. So congratulations, guys! You are now level 5 characters, and we're probably gonna need to take an extra 5 minutes during our break tonight, guys, to make sure that they get all their character sheets worked out and leveled up. But we'll be right back soon. Stick with us. Welcome back, everybody, to Proficiency Bonus. Once again, my name is Michael, your humble, merciful dungeon master, as we get the awesome sound effects of gyms.
These are real strong smelling.
Make sure when you gotta go
As loud as possible. Yes.
possible for our friends at home.
Like you're going biting into a pickle.
Those of you want to know exactly how disgusting a feeling biting a salt and vinegar chip is.
It's so yummy.
Welcome back, everyone. We'll get some background music going on here as
They're so good.
the group
No wonder you died twice.
has has just leveled up to level 5. They have defeated Tekhu, this mysterious villain that they have been searching for basically, they didn't know it, but since we started the first session, he's been the villain that you guys have slain. Valentinus wipes a little bit of sweat from his brow and is looking around at all the carnage. What would you guys like to do? The adventure is yours.
I'm just going back for the scimitar.
Going back for Tekhu scimitar? Okay. Can you pick it up and check it out? It looks like it's like the side of it, it looks very similar to the one that's on this card. It looks like it has gold plating in the sides of it.
Ooh, fancy.
And it looks very decorative.
I want to
And you
search
said
the people.
physically it's a little larger than the standard scimitar?
Yeah, it's still statistically a standard scimitar, but it looks a little bit more gruesome. You know, it just looks like it has that edge. It's cool. Yeah, it's weighted perfectly. It looks like somebody took a lot of time and skill to create this weapon.
Pulling out the woman's scimitar, just comparing the size and...
So you have got yourself a new scimitar to use. As you pick that up.
I'm gonna look at everyone. This is the worst choice I've ever made in my life. I feel like garbage.
Yeah, you didn't know any of this was up here?
Wasn't here last time I looked. Or my eyes are getting old.
I don't know how old you tortellinis get. I don't even know. I want to search the pockets of both Snake Lady and Snake Man.
Snake Man doesn't have any pockets.
I want to search
He cooked his body.
any bags.
You can make an investigation check as you're kind of looking around.
I'm gonna sit in the corner and cry.
Sit in the corner and cry. Valentina's kind of sits next to you.
7.
I wish I could help you, my friend, but I'm kind of expended.
I just want to go to sleep.
It would be kind of nice. It's been a long day.
I don't know
I don't even know.
I don't know how long we've been in here.
It's been like 3 sessions of the same day. So it's
7.
7? The skeletons really didn't have anything on them other than like those rusty scimitars. And they do have some arrows, like we would pick up some arrows, but they're really crude. I would say you probably get about 8 arrows in total that are actually worth firing out of a bow. A couple, it's like 2 rusty scimitars. The one's broken.
I don't want scimitars. I'll leave those for Kopic.
Okay. The one that the woman had, did you take her scimitar? She also had a long
I thought
bow.
she broke that one. Oh no, that
No,
was
she
different.
broke the rusty one. Yeah, I figured that was
the one she stole from one of her
Can
skeleton
I take the
minions.
longbow?
You can take the longbow if nobody else wants it, sure.
Didn't I already give you a bow?
You gave me a short bow.
That's right, because I only had one longbow and I wasn't going to give you my longbow. So.
Exactly. So I'm taking the longbow now. Thank you.
Gonna give you my short bow back?
No. If you need it.
I'm feeling a little light on weapons.
You'll
I
be
think
okay.
Kopic's a hoarder.
Only weapons.
I just want to jingle jangle all day.
I've got
Can I go
swords
up
that
and-
jingle, jangle, jingle.
Valentina stands up and says, I can check that weapon to see if it has any special properties, if you'd like me to.
Sure.
Alright, so he goes and he's going to cast Detect Magic. And he looks back at you and he's like, unfortunately this weapon is non-magical.
Is there anything else in the room that might be emanating some magic besides me?
Yeah, there's a beam of magical energy coming from this portal. Anybody who's carrying magic items or has magic potions, those, he kind of points out these are magic potions and stuff like that. When you
I wanna
picked
go
up
like
the
this.
2 blue bottles from downstairs and the 2 turquoise bottles from
Yeah.
downstairs, the 2 blue ones are glowing with magical radiance, but the 2 turquoise ones are not.
Okay.
He points those out. He looks at Willow. That gem that you wear. It is radiating some very powerful magical energy.
Does my leg start radiating too?
Does your legs start radiating?
I got that weird scar. I got the arthritis.
The arthritis.
The arthritis.
Is that like the diabetes?
The
Yeah,
diabetes.
Can you tell us what the stone does?
My detect magic spell limits me to only knowing the school of magic, but it's some type of charming magic that it has.
That's interesting, because you sure do know a lot for being a carpenter. What is
What
that?
is this carpentry?
What do you do again? What do you do again?
Yes, some carpenter.
What'd they do?
And we fix and repair and build things. But ask Kopic, he's seen my work.
So have you. Half the village is in the house.
Not impressed.
Ouch.
Ouch.
He just saved our lives a couple times. Not yours, but
No, I mean, the carpenter thing's not impressive, but the magic stuff, good on you, buddy. Good on you.
Thanks, man. Tropic was dead. A lot.
sorry we didn't trust you before.
I'm not.
It's perfectly fine. I guess, I've been keeping a lot of things hidden from you, so it doesn't surprise me that you wouldn't trust me right off the bat.
Why
Topic's
does...
just sitting in a corner, just...
Kopic's very exhausted.
Why does a carpenter such as yourself know so many spells?
I believe I told you that the world serpent is a god of formidable blessings, and I am honored to be blessed.
You learn spell.
Just ignore her. She slips into Elvish when she gets angry.
These potato chips are extremely tough.
They're not edible.
But how did you learn the spells? You don't just wake up one morning knowing spells. How did you learn them?
I've been taught by many teachers, but I've also been taught by different tomes and texts of studying my deity and knowing about his blessings and what he can provide for me.
Him? You just said she a second ago.
I did.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think you did.
Willow's just kind of sitting over there staring at her necklace, trying to figure out why.
What color is your geode, by the way?
Purple.
It's purple. Okay.
It's like an amethyst, I think is what we said. Yeah, it was an
Not your
amethyst.
character.
Help me come up with it. It was an amethyst.
All right, sure.
I don't know. I'm just grasping straws. I just keep messing with the guy and keep trying to, just be me.
Make
I pick up one
make a
of the-
persuasion check.
Pick up one of the bones from one of the skeletons. Just very
Am I still
half-heartedly
blessed?
just throw it at...
No, you wouldn't be blessed anymore.
I'm gonna take a purple die for this.
Okay.
I'm
Okay.
half-heartedly throwing a bone at Ogu at this point, just trying to hit her with a bone.
Persuasion or perception?
Persuasion.
Persuasion.
You said you're kind of talking to him, trying to get him to talk a little bit more to you.
14.
14. Fortunately, he seems a little bit guarded. You think like he's just still guarding some things.
I roll to seduce.
You're not a bard.
Dang it.
Well, I don't feel quite safe sitting here. There's still 4 doors and another set of stairs.
Let's open them.
Just a few more minutes.
Yeah, I would like to at least sit 30 minutes or so and relax.
I need to...
I agree with Kopic. I could use a good night's rest as well.
I can watch.
Maybe
For a
not
second.
sleeping, but...
Oh wait, so 30-minute rests. Do we need to set up, like, defenses or something?
You can if you wish.
I want to,
I don't think anything's
look
gonna
alive.
bother us. If we sit in the back of the room, nothing should catch us by surprise.
Let's all huddle for warmth.
Perhaps some of these rooms are unoccupied. We could.
Or they are occupied and
I guess that is true.
let's just hang out here for a few minutes if that's alright with everyone.
Okay. So you guys gonna take a short rest here?
Take a short rest.
Yeah.
Roll some hit dice.
Absolutely, yeah. If you guys want to roll hit dice, I'll say since you guys did level up to 5, you guys do have your 5 hit dice to expend during the short rest if you'd like to. Just remember, during a long rest, you only get half of your hit dice back.
Okay.
So if you spend more than half, you only get half of them back. So.
Yeah. So you roll a Yeah.
That's right.
That- Your
We haven't had a
first roll
long
is
rest
a
in a while,
D8,
have we?
and then you add your constitution.
During your conversation, You know,
Nice.
even though Valentinus is like saying that he's expended and he's tired, even during that whole fight, and you saw him like dodging and weaving, taking damage and stuff, it doesn't look that hurt.
I keep this information to myself for now, and I just keep a good eye on him.
You got
That's much better.
7 plus.
I'm out of hit dice.
So just to change that.
You can roll additional hit dice if you don't like your first roll. You can expend another one and roll again.
And then the next time I go for a long rest, I get half those back.
Well, no, you'll get half of your total. So
So you have 5 hit dice, so every long rest you gain 2 back.
Yeah. So if you expend 2, you'll get 2 back during
So
your
then
long
I'll
rest.
get. Okay.
I expend
Oh, then
5,
I can expend
so I get 2 back. And even with 5 hit dice, did not get me up to full.
Yeah, that was a tough battle. You guys
So I can expend.
hung in there well. I was very impressed.
No.
Thank you guys for tuning in once again tonight. All of our viewers are hanging out with us. Don't forget, we're about 400 bits away from an additional purple advantage die for our party. And any subscription as well will give them an advantage die as well. I think we have a few on the board out there.
Yeah, we got 3 left.
That's awesome. So Twitch chat has
Somebody
been
tried to
very
roll
supportive
two
tonight for you guys.
Thank you guys. I really
they've been really
appreciate
helping
it.
you out.
I only got 6 back from my short rest.
With all of your...
I used 3.
Oh, you 3? Okay.
Wow.
I used 5 and got 31 back.
I used.
I got a D10.
2,
Yeah, you
and I
guys
got
have a much bigger hit
7.
die.
Well, she rolled an 8 on her HP roll.
Nice.
Oh, George,
I
you're
think
D8,
yeah,
aren't you?
Willow needed it though.
Yeah.
May I have a book that is called The Player Handbook?
Yes, there you go.
Thank you.
We need to get you one.
Yeah, that's the next thing on my list to get you, Ramsey, for a gift.
Yeah, you get
I may or may not need one desperately. It says to go
That's
to
the beginning.
220.
So you mean to toss you some minis? Snakes and skeletons?
Oh yeah. Snakes and skeletons.
Snakes and skeletons might break my bones,
Mini tossing.
but words will
Mini
never
tossing.
hurt me.
Nice.
I'm gonna just.
He's just gonna throw a handful of them at you at once.
Oh, I love that Tekhu mini.
Yeah, that thing is
That was
incredible.
cool. When you brought that out, I was like,
That's why I was trying to think of a way, how can I make this like an epic moment for you guys, when they finally see what's been tormenting you for the last
Oh, look, it's a stone snake. Oh, look, it's a regular snake. Oh, look, it's a giant bloody thing with this huge scimitar that's gonna kill you 4 times.
Yeah, that's it.
How long would it take to cut off his head?
Doesn't have a head, she cooked it.
I cooked them.
Oh.
Yeah, remember he kind of melted away and
What is his skull still there?
Yeah, his skull's still there.
Can I do his skull?
Sure can.
We're gonna keep it in case we run into any more. Show them that later.
I didn't know he was as bloodthirsty as us.
I just don't want to fight anymore.
You put it on as like a little puppet, Tekhu puppet.
Alright,
I'm
we
gonna
can
add-
keep the skull.
Keep the skull? Okay.
I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
Good. Silas, you can add Tekhu's skull to your inventory.
That sounds so cool.
God. After we do our rest, can I just jump up, tell everybody it's moving time, and open up a door
Sure, which door would you like to open up?
right here?
Okay, you can reveal that room right there.
Oh, she killed it.
It's okay. If it rips a little bit, I'm not.
Oh, I did?
I'm not concerned.
Oh, it's,
No, don't worry
it's
about
fine.
it.
Here.
This
thanks.
this room, you have dark vision, correct?
Yes, I am.
This room is
able to see.
it's super dark inside, but when you go in with your dim light vision that you can see, this room probably a living quarters at one time, but it's been long since abandoned. Small harmless snakes seem to slither slowly about the room in the midst of old blankets and bedding that kind of smells kind of rotten and dirty. There's painted ceramic jars that sit around the room, and some of them are broken into piles of shards and dust all around. There's empty wooden crates, chests and barrels, and even there's probably like a coat of dust that sits pretty much around the whole perimeter of the room. It doesn't look like anybody's even come in here to do anything.
Can I do produce flame?
Sure.
Just so that, and then can I look around?
What do you see?
Oh my!
Comic's got all this medical tape and bandages around.
Dust, snakes, beds, jars, gross.
Snakes. Dinner?
Sure.
They're like little,
Me no.
Pass.
Go catch them.
little garden
No,
snakes.
you
just like
can have.
crawling around.
I'm done with snakes, I think. I think I'm really done with snakes. I go to the next room.
Okay.
When I go in, I want to try to catch a few snakes.
You going to try to catch a few? Okay, go ahead and make a catch snakes check. Just roll a d20 and then we'll see what happens. That'd be dexterity, yeah.
Oh, add my dexterity.
Yeah, I do dexterity.
17.
17. You capture. Let's see. 17 raises the die. Here, we'll put on that. You capture 9 little snakes.
Hey.
They're basically little harmless snakes. They're just.
I'm gonna wait till who's opening the next door, and I'm gonna throw them at the back of her head.
As you open the door, all of a sudden these snakes just come flying towards you.
Then
All
I want
around
to
and
turn around
scattered.
and be like, are you the one that sold me the adventurous kit with the popping snakes thing? DM, I don't know what happens here.
I don't know what happens here either. You decide.
I'm gonna leave the snakes alone. There are like some still on my shoulders, and I'm just gonna leave them because they're non-venomous, right?
Yeah, there's
I'm just
little
gonna
garden
be like,
snakes. That's all.
can I put one in my pocket?
Sure.
I want to
put
put
it
him
in
in like
pocket,
a little pocket,
And
and
it
I'll...
immediately starts to crawl out.
no, he's gotta stay there. He's gotta be my pet.
So you just keep stuffing them back down in. It's gonna crawl out. So
I'm gonna
like-
have food in the little bag.
stuff them back down each time.
I'm gonna have food in the little bag, and I'm gonna try to keep him. I'm just gonna try to keep him on me.
He does what any snake would do and ignore the food and try to keep crawling out of your pockets.
Well, then I'm gonna pet him and just let him.
Because it's when you give them the food that they just ignore it and they just try to get away.
I'm just gonna let him do his own thing, and if he stays with me, good. And if
Okay.
he goes away, he was never mine.
As you open the next door of the room, it immediately crawls out of your pocket and starts trying to find a way out of there.
I picked this room.
Pick that room? Okay.
Yes.
You open that up, and
No, thank you. I'm good.
basically the same exact description I gave for the other room, this room applies. So it's dust covered, old, mangy, some snakes litter around.
On to the next one.
On to the next one. Okay.
See you run over to that one.
No.
I'm gonna go to the opposite one from
Yeah,
her.
this one.
Okay, sure.
And then,
Kopic, same description. Dusty, old, decrepit room. Hasn't
It's
been
armored.
used in a long time. Obu, your room. Sconces burn in this one with a bright light. Upon the walls, there upon the walls of this bedchamber, the scent of lilies fills the air. And silk drapes drift lazily in the heat of casting. And it's just as these dancing shadows are just going about the room within these drapes. Cushions lie in one corner, and decorative tapestries line the walls. There are treasures heaped around the room, gold and silver coins overflowing from clay-painted urns. There's a gilded harp that leans on the wall. A jeweled wine flask rests upon a marble platform, and pillows of silk and fine clothes draped over wooden mannequins. One of the mannequins wears a shiny golden ring.
I cast Detect Magic, and I grab whatever's magical.
Okay. As you cast Detect Magic, you have, not sure what kind of magical radiance this would be emulating, but the ring is definitely a magical item. Okay.
Snatch that.
Alright.
And then the harp and the...
Grab the harp too?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can add a gilded harp
I am now
to your inventory.
your surrogate bard.
How large is this harp? This is like a harpsichord. This thing like 6 feet tall.
It's probably like a handheld kind of.
To my back.
To your back?
Yeah.
You strap it to your back? Okay.
And
Sure.
what
I've
was
noticed
the
that
other thing?
Obu's been gone for a while.
Yeah, and
Go
you
ahead
can
walk in.
see light coming from the
Okay.
room as she opens, and yeah, you walk in, you see just coins and these treasures and different things all around the room.
Okay.
Are any of the outfit pieces pretty?
Let's see. I mean, they. How would I explain this? But imagine like in the movie Aladdin, the kind of attire that, that kind of style.
Is it like the harem people?
Like what she was wearing, some
Yes,
things
basically.
like yeah.
I put on whatever is I find cute.
Okay.
I just start putting on clothes.
You find something similar that's a purple color that matches your hairstyle.
Well, it's gonna walk over to a pile of cushions and just like slam into it.
Slam into
Yep,
it.
just-
Oh yeah, it's very comfortable. Very
She
nice.
only fits on one pillow.
Yeah, there's actually several. And actually, you can see like in the one corner, you can tell this spot was probably where Tekhu slept. This was his bed chamber.
Flip him over.
But it looks like it was definitely furnished and made comfortable for himself. And he's got a lot of treasure in here that he liked to keep for himself.
Can I put the ring on?
Sure. And you slide the ring on your finger. One thing that you do notice about the ring is it does have what looks to be kind of like repeated patterns of waves going all around it.
Somebody's never
One-
played
You inspect it.
Divinity.
For real.
I don't know what that is.
Constantly cursed.
Oh,
Cursed
wow,
items.
great.
All the time. Don't pick up.
Because all of a sudden, we'll push it on. She hears in her mind.
Oh, God.
He got you now.
You can't.
Tonight we dine on tortellini soup.
Valentinus is going to join you guys in that room as well. and he
Eventually,
finds-
Copper will make his way over also, because no one's coming out of the other room. And
Mhm. He
Can
finds
I
a comfortable place to sit
start?
down.
Playing a few notes on the harp.
Sure.
Trying to figure out what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Do
it
I have
seems like it's-
proficiency with harps?
I don't think you do.
It's
It
not a
just-
question.
Oh, I have a lute, so maybe I do know how to play the harp.
Are you proficient with the lute?
I have no idea. It just
Okay.
says lute.
Okay. You may not be
Oh,
proficient
wait.
with it.
Yes, it does, because this is in the proficiency box, so I am proficient with lutes.
Lutes? Okay. Yeah, you can make a performance check to see how good you play
Is that
the
a
harp.
thing?
Yeah.
yes,
What is that?
This is a
charisma.
Oh my
and if
God,
you guys
it is.
if somebody wants to, I mean, I guess I could just like send this out as a list of everything that's in here and how much it would be worth.
As Copper comes in, if no one else is going to, Copper's just going to start scooping gold coins out of
Okay.
this.
350 gold.
I haven't picked up gold in forever.
700 silver.
So just watching Copper just starting to scoop it into his little chest.
He has 10 gemstones that appear to be worth about 50 gold each.
We could gamble with those.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Sure.
We could.
You could throw them.
We could also eat them. You could throw them.
Ooh, maybe they're better than your pea shooter things. Would they give you extra powers if you threw gemstones at people?
It'd be like shooting a rainbow.
Oh, that's the best.
And Willow, as you're kind of laying in the cushions, you feel something like just kind of it's like when my kids put toys in the bed and I lay down at night, you feel something. And there is an ornate decorative dagger that you find tucked
Nice, you
under the
almost
cushion.
landed
You almost
on
stabbed
that.
yourself. Yeah. The hilt is intricately carved to represent two snakes wrapped together with their heads turned toward each other. And there is a large green gemstone inlaid in the pommel. Based off your initial assessment, may be worth about 200 gold pieces.
Wait, how much is my harp worth?
Oh, that dagger's, it's, the blade itself is made out of pure gold. So
Wow.
it's a gold
Ooh,
blade.
fancy.
Technically, you could use it, but gold is weaker and it may damage the blade.
It's just
So
pretty.
it's more of a decorative.
Letter opener.
Very pretty.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
keep
it's a
it.
letter opener. Yeah, that's right.
You got a nice little letter opener.
Real quick for everyone, Copper's going to give you all 75 gold each.
Oh, thank you.
All right, copy additional
And
gold.
Nothing.
Obu, your assessment of the harp, it might be worth about 250 gold.
75 gold.
And 150 silver each.
Oh, thank you.
In there is a fine purple cloak with silk filigree and ivory beads hanging from it on one of those mannequins.
Can I drop my other thing that I grabbed and put on the night? What is it? Purple? You said it was purple.
Yeah, it's purple.
I'm
yeah.
purple.
And it looks itself like it might be very. It's like a noble probably wore this. cloak. Looks like it might be worth about 100 gold.
It's so gonna go with my shabby chic persona.
And it had a blue and gold bejeweled doublet with matching money pouch. So it was like kind of like a purse with a money pouch too. That might get you about 75 gold pieces if you sold it to the right person.
Guys, I need the outfits. Y'all can have the gold.
I'm gonna go over to Valentina and hand him 50 gold.
Oh, no, please.
No,
please.
take it. You for real. You saved us more times than we can count. And we've found so much stuff in this place already. Take it. Use it for your business, on your family, on whatever you need.
Perhaps I can take it back and donate it back to Westbridge.
That whatever you want to do with it, but it's yours to choose.
Can I get another description of my beautiful cloak?
Oh yeah, it is a fine purple cloak with silk filigree, and it has hanging ivory beads from it. They look hand carved.
Oh, ivory is from elephants. Okay, thank you.
Now I know what to doodle.
There also is an ornate wine flask in here that might be worth about 50 gold.
Is there any wine in it?
It's empty.
Well, we can hole ourselves up in this room if y'all want to sleep, but there's also an upstairs.
I say we
I'm
should
good.
sleep.
But I'm kind of scared that somebody might try and sneak up on us.
We can barricade the door with all of the
Pillows?
money.
Willow's just gonna yawn and kind of stretch and curl into the pillow even more.
Throw the mannequins by the door.
Willow has made her choice.
Does the door open in or out?
I would say most of the doors here opened outward, so I'd say to open outward.
Is
Okay.
there anything on the inside of the door that looks like we could barricade it?
Well, it's opening out, so
Even
if we
put
close
out,
it-
we'd
right,
lock
if we-
ourselves in.
Right, if we close the door, is there any way for us to barricade to keep them from being able to open it out?
What do the
No.
handles look like? Are they like looped
They go-
or is it
yeah,
like
you could
This-
probably like tie them
Yeah.
like in the inside or something like that. That'd probably be easy enough. Yeah.
I'm gonna rip apart one of the pillows. Take the silk. Is there any liquid in the room?
So you liquid in the room?
Yeah, of any kind.
I'll say like in the corner there was like a stand that had like a decorative basin that they might have used to like wash hands or
Okay,
things.
so
Are the
I'm gonna
handles
take
solid?
the
Oh yeah,
Like,
it's
are they half circles into the door?
Yeah, I would say so. Yeah.
Copper's gonna take all three of his short swords. 1, 2, 3.
Drive them through. Yeah,
Just
good
I
idea.
still want to take the silk and dip it in the water and tie it.
Silk tears
Oh, so you're
pretty
gonna-
easily.
So you're gonna
Silk, if you wet
silk
it,
tie
it's
it.
actually extremely has a really high tensile strength.
Cool.
All right, so you're gonna tie it, and
Disproved.
then he's gonna drive the.
Disproved?
Mythbusters.
Really?
Yeah.
Because you use it to wrap up problems with your car if you ever have issues with
I can't remember what it is.
Dungeons and
Mythbusters
Dragons,
tested
everybody.
because
Sorry.
because science.
Because science. Well,
Oh, wait,
we'll
sorry,
say
that's a
we'll say
show.
that
Oh, look
we'll
at
say
that's
that
cool.
Obu will take the we'll take that, wrap it up, and you put the swords in, so you kind of like try to double reinforce the door. Yeah, that's easy enough. You guys can manage that, no problem.
And I can take first watch because I don't require sleep.
Okay.
And inside the door, Capic is dumping 20
Dumping.
caltrips.
Done.
Oh.
Opening.
Excellent. Yeah. So if anybody gets in, there's caltrips there. Sounds good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just take
Definitely.
a long rest.
Erg.
I'm gonna try to take a long rest here. Is anybody taking watches?
I'll take first.
I can take second.
Take a second.
And I don't. What is it? I can.
You
You
can try.
only need-
Because I have trance and I
So you
only
only
need
need
4. So
Yeah,
yeah.
you don't need much.
Oh, Kaplan says I'm wrong and she seconds it about the silk, so.
Okay, yeah. I'm gonna look that up. That's gonna.
Kaplan, don't make me kill you on Monday.
Wait, you're wrong,
Huh?
or I'm wrong?
She said, can second that about silk.
And second that about silk.
So I'm
Doesn't help.
assuming she's referring to
Yeah.
you and not me.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
that would make more
Kaplan,
sense.
tell us how we're wrong, please, because we must
Yes,
know.
in the chat, because curiosity is gonna kill me.
Curiosity.
I'm gonna Google it.
we must know. Please help us.
Yes.
So
Because we don't have the interwebs or anything.
you guys that are taking watches can make perception checks. Those of you
Oh,
being comfortable.
What's that?
A 9.
Hey! That's an 11. That's right, shit. That's
Back.
16.
16.
How many watches do we need?
I think we only need
Two.
3.
Oh.
Is it 3?
That
technically
one says
4.
you're right.
I can go
Well,
twice.
because
No, Matt is right. Yay!
Matt is right. Yep.
3.
Sorry, what do Wednesday kids do?
I'll take last watch. Or
I am saying thank you.
perception is 22.
22, nice.
Yeah.
Pretty much the entire night goes by, you guys don't hear a sound. Everybody gets a very good night's rest here, as you guys are all exhausted and beat up and worn and tired. You guys gain all the benefits of a long rest. Silas, you are no longer under that poison protection, so that goes away. But you guys are well rested.
And Hickman.
And I would say you would probably wake up very, very early the next morning, as that has been quite a long day for you guys. I think it's been since you woke up at the top of the temple that you guys came in here. You only had a few short rests, but not a long rest. So you guys gained the benefits. You didn't hear anything other than you do see a couple of those little harmless garden snakes that end up slithering by every once in a while.
Do I see
They
my
immediately
friend?
try to wiggle free, but they can't.
Just keep sticking them into like a pillowcase or whatever sort of bag I can have.
Okay, sure. Yeah, you can empty one of the little pillowcases and start stuffing them in there. Yeah.
Can I try to find the one that
Easy
I was friends with and get him out of the pillowcase?
He's long gone.
Oh no.
He's out of here.
I'll help. Dumpster pillowcase.
You have 25 snakes that just like, most of them just fall off of you and just land on the floor upside down and are twirling around.
I pick
Take
one up
off.
by
They're
the
not even
tail.
really fast. They just kind of just move around slowly.
I pick him up by the tail and I smack him with it.
What?
Druid folks.
Did we grab any food or anything downstairs?
No, I think most of it smelled rotten.
I have some grapes and a plate of fruit.
Grab some fruit.
Do you need some
You
fruit?
guys got some fruits from that one.
Yeah.
That one.
Oh,
bed
Breakfast
chamber.
fruits sound nice.
I lay out my platter of fruit and keep the grapes in my pocket.
Okay. Yeah. So Obu shares her fruit with the rest of the group.
It is only warm. From being in the bag.
Goblin's gonna start, just pop open the cask of wine and start having a drink.
Having a drink first thing in the morning. Yes.
It was a long day yesterday.
It was.
Then take the swords out of the door,
We've got
cut the silk,
Okay.
just open the door.
All right. It opens up to reveal that large room. You can still see shards of skeletal remains laying around.
we should continue to proceed cautiously until we know. Until we get out of here, probably.
So upstairs.
Yeah, we can go up. It doesn't matter if we go up or down. But...
Can I take
I'll
my
go take a
hand
look
and
upstairs,
start
huh?
like trying to make the ring do something?
fine.
Oh, you had a long rest.
Can I
you
do
would,
like?
You would know what the ring does.
Oh, I was gonna be an idiot.
Any of you have other items that you needed to look
I
at?
had
Thanks.
the dagger, but that was it.
Yeah, you don't get any magical
Yeah.
essence from the dagger.
I
It
don't know how to
definitely
use
looks
it.
just pretty and expensive.
Great.
Somebody had the sword from the guy downstairs.
Silas took it.
Silas.
I did?
Yeah,
Yeah, there was a scimitar that
Yeah, it
Traffic
has.
was gonna go grab, but you
It
Oh,
had,
I
found it
added a
first.
regular scimitar to my
it
inventory.
had ornate runes in it.
Okay.
I was also a tiger.
Here's what that is.
Oh. Nice.
There was you picked up a raven sculpture from down in the cultist chamber.
Mm-hmm.
That's what that is.
Oh, wow.
again speaking Elvish.
I think that was everything magical. Unless there was something else that somebody had written down.
I don't think anything that I picked up was magical. Seth totem, snake wrapped egg sculpt.
No, but during the night,
I'm so excited.
Valentina tells you that those representations are all fertility totems.
Ew.
So basically, that was kind of like a hint as to what was in that next room.
Brown chicken, brown cow. We're just gonna start heading upstairs and. Huh?
Is that a saying? Is that a saying?
You've never heard brown chicken, brown cow.
Is that a thing? What does that mean?
I don't want it to be a thing.
You know when people talk about old films from like the 70s. You go, brown chicken,
That's stupid.
brown chicken, brown.
That is
It's a
dumb.
country song.
That's stupid. That's really
I'm gonna
stupid.
check off this change.
What?
If you guys explore
It's a
all
country
this.
song.
That's a thing?
Brown chicken, brown cow. Yeah.
Oh goodness.
Wait, Twitch chat, if you're out there, help me out with this. I think it's Trace Atkins.
No, don't help. Don't help.
Kathleen,
It is.
Kathleen will chime in. She'll figure it out for us. Okay.
And I want to say the music video is all Muppets. It is hysterical.
I'm
No,
not
no.
watching that.
No.
I'm not watching that at all. Not even.
Okay. Are you?
Oh, wow.
Are you all going upstairs?
Comic's heading
let's all
upstairs,
head
so.
Yeah.
Okay.
Together.
You guys can do me a favor. You guys can remove that map, and there is a map underneath it.
No way.
Because I was prepared for once.
Look, it's bloody.
I think the steps are
Over here.
probably that large piece of paper that's on the top. I would assume. Don't worry if you rip it. It's not going to be that big of a deal.
We're on
We are
the.
perfectionists.
Nah.
It must be done properly.
Yeah, and you can go ahead. Actually, you know what? Just go ahead and open the whole thing up, and you guys can come up the steps there.
I'm gonna do that.
Turnabout is not fair play.
Don't do it.
Oh,
And I'll go ahead and put on just the cam so that people can see what's going on.
The battle music, you mean?
No, the battle music.
battle music. Brown chicken, brown cow.
So there are some burning sconces that you see around this room.
Are we going up quietly?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I'd like to.
Okay, you guys can make stealth checks. Sure.
Patrick's leading the way because this is a great idea. Would you please verify this for me?
20.
11.
Oh no.
Oh my god!
Stuck like
Disadvantage.
God!
Shoot again.
Yeah, you can roll it.
He got double 20s.
advantage.
Nice.
Double
No,
20s.
Double nat 20.
Nice. Take
Okay,
a
I
picture.
plus 2. Oh, since we slept, I can get my other spells, right?
Yeah, you have access to all your spells. So.
Hit long rest at the top.
I did.
And all of my hit
I just
dice are
meant
back.
prepare my new spell for
Yeah,
the day.
prepare.
Yeah.
38.
Oh, when you hit long rest, it asks to prepare your spells. On
No,
on that?
she just.
Oh, nice.
But she can do it on there.
Cool.
Well, since I have third level spell slots now,
Yeah.
I want to prepare a third level spell.
She can't prepare any new or like additional spells. It's always 9
Yeah.
Yeah, you
or
can.
10 or whatever.
It's. Oh, what is it?
It's
Some
like
of the
4
same as
plus
wizards.
your level. or
Yeah, it's proficiency bonus plus
So
your.
as long
Wisdom.
As long as on this.
Yeah,
Because it's plus 4.
It's
As long as it's not
druid
zero
level
plus
plus
Yeah.
half your druid level plus your wisdom, I think, or something like that.
Yeah. Well, she's at 9. We did it earlier.
Yeah.
So you guys are sneaking over. What was you rolled 20?
So,
Anybody else?
stealth, that makes it a 22.
22, 11,
What'd you have?
11.
Stuff.
Something.
Obu, what did you have?
Stealth.
I don't know what we're asking.
Roll a stealth
13.
check.
If you're
12.
sneaking up the steps, 12. Okay.
13.
13. All right. You guys do a really good job of sneaking up these steps. You don't think you've made too much noise. There's burning sconces that illuminate kind of aged and elaborate painted murals on the walls of this chamber. There's the powerful scent of incense that fills the air. There's several ceramic, large funeral urns that scatter around the room. Some of the urns are broken on the floor, and small piles of ash are strewn about. A pile of old bones lie within a drawn arcane circle of symbols upon the middle of the floor. And there are also doorways. There's 2 different double door sections over on those bottom sides, but that's all you see.
Can I go investigate the bones or actually can I investigate the runes and see if I recognize?
Yeah, make an Arcana check.
I'm just going to walk up right next to him,
That one. That's-
Warhammer out looking at the skull, just I'm going to smash the bones and look over at Silas.
Hey, I don't know what this is yet.
Make a perception check as you make your way over towards him, and Silas is just looking over the runes. It's
Okay.
nothing that you can understand. It's
17.
17. They look. Some of them look humanoid. Some of them look snake-like.
I was just going to go snake people.
Yeah, I'm done with this. Go ahead.
Smash the skull.
You crushing them, just smashing them. Yeah, there's multiple ones. Actually, some are still like there's some. It seems like some of the remains, like bones and stuff, have been put in these urns and stuff like that. For some reason, like they're not like total ash. Like there's just some bones in here, and there's dirt kind of like covering over. It's almost as if like they've been dug up or they've been pulled from somewhere else.
They're probably reanimating these, like the guys that we fought downstairs last
Does
night.
that mean there's a
Does that mean there's...
necromancer? Would I know that?
I don't know. Would Obu know that?
Well, Obu.
Obu's probably
all
heard of a
things.
necromancer before, but maybe don't technically like really 100% understand what a necromancer does. Or
So would I just have the general knowledge necromancer makes dead things life?
yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Necromancer.
Potentially.
Which means 2 doors.
Or they're gone. Or Tekhu was doing it. We don't.
Okay, sorry, I'm just trying to get comfortable. I'm gonna keep fidgeting. I'm really.
Copper's gonna walk over to the left-hand door.
Okay.
What is your up to? Hear anything?
Make a perception check.
I'll do it to the other
I
guys.
cast guidance on
Perception
him.
check. Guidance.
Okay. What is guidance plus?
+4.
Well, it's gonna go stand
Well,
underneath Copper's leg.
He would have to do it first because it's concentration. Guidance is.
Yes.
So after that, then she can walk over to you. Guidance you, and then
I don't hear anything.
you don't hear anything. No. No sounds.
Open.
17 plus 21.
21.
Yeah.
No sound.
Cool.
I didn't hear anything, so I'm
What
throwing
do
my
you
doors
be
open.
doing in this room? As you
I
feel
said
like?
I was gonna be at the door with Copper.
You're just gonna be the door copy. Okay.
I'm gonna wait.
Did you want to like kind of listen up?
Yeah,
Listen
I
to?
was
Go
gonna
ahead.
lean
Go ahead.
up
You can make a perception check
By his
too.
leg.
I want to be in the middle, just kind of running between the two, casting guidance. I cast guidance on you too.
18.
18.
She didn't need it.
You don't hear a sound.
Okay.
That's right, he says you're going up to listen. Copper just opens the door.
Yeah, I go forward.
Copy's opening that door down there. Okay. Cool. That is. You guys see an unoccupied room. Appears to be an ancient library.
I go nuts.
Unfortunately, many of the tombs and texts upon the shelves are so old that they look like they'd be even fragile just to even take off the shelf or hold. There's thick dust everywhere, and on a wooden table in the center of the room lie several pieces of parchment. Some of them seem to be like put together, almost like somebody was trying to assemble a puzzle with these pieces of parchment that have been ripped and broken apart.
I didn't open the other door, so I'll walk back over
Okay.
and check out the library with them.
Okay.
Ugh. Alex just hasn't even opened the door, just sort of locked the door.
Books.
Can I try and make sense of any of the documents on the table?
Yeah, I'm gonna make a.
Yeah, Willow wants to go try to
Look
climb
around.
on a chair so she can see it.
Okay, make it like. I guess these would be investigation checks, as you guys are essentially kind of looking for. More
Do we
clues.
still want to do our silly guidance back and forth?
Yes.
Yeah.
When in doubt, if I'm able, I'm casting guidance.
Okay.
I'd like to check out the shelves to see if there's anything that I can find potentially about my lightning scar,
It's all
Okay,
good.
good one.
or
Okay.
if
Make an
I can just
investigation
find
check
anything.
with disadvantage.
Cool.
Okay.
22.
22. Willow?
11.
11.
Jeez.
Nat 20 and 17, so 17
Nice.
investigation is 17.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
How did I get a nat 20 now?
11's probably enough, Willow, that you guys both know this. Looking at this assembled parchment, it seems like somebody has been here attempting to discover the means of a ritual that's been long lost from their ancestors. You notice one of these pieces of parchment is actually ends up there's one on the side that is a scroll that has arcane writings in it. It is actually with that roll, you know that it is a one scroll of animate dead. It's a 3rd level.
Ooh.
And for scrolls, I can't remember, even using it, it still takes up a spell slot, right?
I don't think so.
No,
I think it
that's-
just consumes the scroll like a
Okay.
scroll.
As long as it's a spell that's on your spell list.
What
So-
video game also had that? Skyrim.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
Oblivion. Does Skyrim
Well-
have them too?
Yeah, it's the same series.
Well, I mean, yeah, but they update things as they go through.
Okay.
Yeah, good?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got like
Okay, so scroll of anime then.
Yes.
You had
So-
two.
I'm not gonna say to anybody what this is, but I'm gonna take
I
it.
gotta drop the water
Yeah.
on the floor.
Oh, you're good.
So
It was just water. So.
Yeah.
best keep this out of wrong hands.
I feel like if I knew that you had the spell, I'd probably freak out a little bit because, like, you know, all things unnatural are bad for druids. I don't know. It's good you're keeping it a secret.
Lewis, unfortunately for
Any
you,
animals
as
that
you're,
didn't deserve it.
you don't see much on the ends of the books, and most of these books are literally like when you open them up, they're starting to fall apart. Some of the parchment is so old, it's just turning to dust in your hands.
So sad.
So it seems like whoever was working in here was trying to be very cautious with the materials that they were using, and they were really kind of piecing things together from different books to discover these secrets of reanimating dead, their dead ancestors, basically. That's what they were doing.
That's really cool.
Well, better that they're not raising the dead and transforming the town.
You know,
Kapik's already walked away. He's over at the other door.
Okay, you can open it
Book
up.
learning.
If that's what
Book
you want to
learning.
do. It's not locked. So you open it up. And I don't have a card for that scroll, so just
That's
make
fine.
sure you
I got
can
it.
jot it down.
Shirts are really hiding in here.
There's large cushions surrounded by sheer draperies that dangle from the corners of the room and gently swaying from a subtle breeze as you open the door. The room smells of fresh fruits and other sweets that sit upon silver platters throughout the room. The room is unoccupied. Looks like a comfortable bedchamber with food and snacks and sweets and a nice comfortable place to sleep.
Kapik's just plopping down on a pillow and just, helping himself to some of the sweets.
Some sweets, okay.
Have a little more wine out of the cask. Let them all do the learning stuff.
As you sit down, you look around the room. On one of the little tables, there is a silver tiara made to look like two intertwined vipers that have inlaid gemstones for eyes.
can I go?
What's on his head while he's eating? Yes.
Puts it on.
I want to walk in there, smelling the food, and like see him trying on his tiara.
He's like relaxing on this pillow, has a tiara on, is eating all these fruits and snacks and
Wine?
I decline the wine, but then I go up to you with my grapes out of my bag, and I hold them up. Would you like it? Would you like for me to fan you as well?
Yes, get to it.
I didn't expect him to take it so far, so I'm actually stuck here kind of confusedly.
The tiara,
Eating the
you're looking at
grapes.
the tiara on his head?
Yeah,
You guys think it might be worth about 100 gold.
I let him have his moment.
There are also two pure golden candlesticks that look like cobra heads
Ooh.
on the side of the table as well.
Pick one up and play puppets with it.
Okay.
Pick up the other one. Do the same.
They start talking to each other.
Real mature.
You think you could probably get about 50 gold for each other.
Hours of entertainment. Even Silas couldn't frown at this.
I'm frowning actively.
But when you guys, you don't hear anything? You don't sense anything?
Is there anything else we need to do here?
We had some rooms downstairs that we didn't go through.
Or you just burn it to the ground.
I don't think we can burn a giant stone structure to the ground.
We can burn the stuff in it.
Yeah, that's true.
Hey, this...
And there are some...
Valentinus is there. But there was one downstairs that was keeping us prisoner. Where is he?
What did he look like?
He looked a little different from the others. He had kind of like more of a winged head, and he was the one that was busy with all the
Ooh.
alchemy.
He can't live.
Oh yeah, especially if he knows that formula.
And he had some kind of associate with him, some gruesome creature that looked a little like a snake, but had arms and legs, kind of like a lizard as well. It didn't really. Bless you.
Thank you.
It didn't speak, but it just groaned. Just basically did everything it said to do.
Which floor was that?
So it's an elf.
I go up to Copic. I go up to Copic and I rip the tiara off his head.
Rip the tiara off.
Well, let's go check that last room, and then let's get out of here if
Yeah.
they're not there.
I took off chasing Obu. I want my tiara back.
Was there a last room?
I feel like there was on the 3rd floor.
There were rooms, but Obu wouldn't
We were.
know that.
Obu didn't know that. Ramsey remembers
Because remember,
black
you
paper.
used the
fancy
wand to
wand.
find like a secret door, and there wasn't.
Okay.
So
We
you guys
just knew that
technically,
something was up.
you guys knew some
I-
players
well-
knew because of the black.
I remember thinking to
Yeah.
myself,
Yeah.
I said that there were.
detected that
Yeah, okay,
something
yeah,
was
size wasn't
off,
right.
The
but
size
that's
wasn't
why
right.
he did the thing.
Yeah.
So
You
I
guys
would say,
technically, yeah, can do that.
I mean, also Obu would just want to look and see if there's more treasure. So
Okay.
Obu would go
Okay.
down the thing. So I'd
We,
be all
we don't
for
need to pull
that.
out that.
Yeah,
Okay.
we can RP this one.
Okay, cool. So
I'm still chasing her to get my damn tiara back.
Okay.
Will is gonna grab an armload of snacks from that room and just kind of trot down the stairs.
Okay, I'll say add like 6 rations to your character sheet, so we can keep track of all those snacks.
Sounds like
Easy.
snacks.
Just
So-
scoop 'em up.
it's much better than being shoved good berries down your throat.
So downstairs there was a room, or the layout didn't feel like the right size comparatively to what it should have been. You know, how you feel like there should be another room on the other side of the wall, but we couldn't find anything.
22 rations.
God,
Willow really likes
she
food.
is fed.
She's hoarding her food.
It's gonna go bad eventually.
Oh, she's got that loaf of bread that Obu baked for.
Yes, yes, she does. You should use that as an improvised weapon.
Good.
Let's slap you with bread.
Eat this!
On baguette.
I walked downstairs.
Sometimes we have way too much fun, folks, and we can't get back on track.
Can I bulldog the elf to get my tiara back?
What does that mean?
You can just go back behind her and grab it back.
What does
I mean,
bulldog mean?
As you're running away, comes up behind, jumps towards you, grabs your head, and drives it into the
and
ground.
just pulls the tiara off your
That's
head.
not nice.
Isn't that
Go.
I don't know.
Suplexer.
Souple.
So how?
I'm
You
gonna
know when I
have to
watched
learn
wrestling?
things.
When British Bulldog was a
Yeah,
thing.
it's the old school stuff.
Papa Shango.
Would you guys be going outside? Would you guys be staying inside? How are you guys going about finding, discovering?
I'm figuring just go back.
That's
into-
true.
Because you would know that there wasn't a door to this place
Right.
from what you could discover inside.
We could go outside, go down 2 floors, and check for
That
like the
area?
secret doors.
Well, did you not open the secret door outside?
Well, I had my wand of
button, right?
secret.
Yeah, weren't they all just buttons?
Well, inside there are buttons. What were they outside? I can't remember.
There were hidden buttons
Oh.
for the one that we went through. We had to look for it, and we found it on the side of the door.
Also, it's faster because we can just jump.
Mm-hmm.
And that sounds fun.
1d.
Oh. Maybe we should
What?
insert.
You mean
the
like
wander
go
gains
around?
1d.
No, I'm
each
thinking-
charges. Do I roll a d6 and cut it in half?
Oh, one person on
Two.
the inside, one on
Okay.
the outside.
Or do like
Basically,
1 and 2.
go.
You know, yeah.
Yeah, 1, 2 is 1,
Yeah,
2.
yeah.
Could
You can
we
do that.
could we split it up?
Well, 2. So
2
I'm good.
people outside, 2 people inside.
Basically, my thought is if
No,
we
let's
send,
stay together.
well, my thought is if you're outside, you have the wand to find the door.
Yeah. But what if you can't get to it from the outside?
Yeah.
Right, but if we get downstairs, there'll still be other exits. If we can't find a way to get right out to you, we'll be able to come out on one of the other sides somewhere near you.
Sure.
Whereas if we get down to that floor and we can't find a way in, we either have to come all the way back up or all go all the way back down.
I'm fine with that.
Okay, bye.
I'm gonna go downstairs with Charner. I mean, Silas.
So,
I wanna go
thought Silas-
outside.
No,
Or you're going outside.
Yeah, I'm going
I follow
outside.
him outside because then I remember that we can get back into the building if we just leave open one of the doors up here. So I'm
Yeah,
fine
so
with
we'll
that.
go
so
out.
Copper's gonna walk over to the door
Well, this
in
door.
the food room and open it.
Is
Door in
Valentine
the food
man going with
Looks
us?
well, it looks like. From
Oh
the
yeah,
map, it
yeah,
looks
yeah,
like-
yeah. There's a button. You press it, it opens up to the outside. It's still a little dark outside because it's still pretty early in the morning, and you guys are in a massive mystical ravine kind of thing. But yeah, you guys make your way outdoors.
Okay.
Copper's gonna take
Sledge,
the
and
dump the food off one of the tables and sort of wedge it in the doorway,
Okay.
Yeah, good idea.
and then start heading downstairs through the inside with Willow.
Okay. Yeah. The door
Sort of
tries to close and gets stuck up on this table that you kind of said. Cool.
What does Valentine do?
He would just follow along with you guys.
Which one's the outside crew or the inside crew?
He'll go outside.
Cool. Alright, so we'll hop down 2 floors
The hype
and
man.
see if we can find...
Doesn't look as fun as he's raising the roof outside.
Yeah, I'll go ahead. I'll try and find it without the wand first.
Okay, go ahead and make we'll call this an investigation check. Anybody outside that's helping you can either do it with advantage for help
Guidance.
and guidance, or you guys can all roll separately. I'll allow you to, if you're kind of breaking up.
Giving him advantage?
I would
or-
give you advantage.
Yes, and you have a D4 with the guidance as well, and Valentino's.
Are you kidding me?
5, 8 plus investigation 10.
10. And you
Kinda know
do
where
see
we're
that
looking
this is. I think this was the second floor. So let me double check.
Yeah, because we're on 4.
Yeah.
So it's down to 2.
What was your total again?
10.
10. I don't see anything. That could have killed me.
Let's toss it back over me. I'll fix it.
That could have killed me.
You lost your dice permissions.
Yeah.
I'll use my wand now since I can't find it.
Okay.
Frustrated.
Oh yeah. You do see on this side there is an outline that you think mentally it would have led you into that space.
Okay.
It's more so.
It's not straight down from here. It's more that way.
It's
right?
not on. It's not like really close this way. It's more. It's probably like 30 feet that way. That
Yeah.
direction. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You do see the outline of sparkling arcane energy kind of around one of those.
Does it show where the button is nearby, or we just see the outline of the door?
Basically, you see the outline of the door. These doors have a crystal orb embedded within the center of it, and is surrounded by intricate symbols. There are heavy vines kind of covering the door.
Okay.
There's a mural depicting several snake-like male and female humans dancing around the orb. There is kind of like a black dried substance that's on the orb as you make your way closer to it.
Can I see if that was like maybe dried blood? Can I do like a medicine
Make
check?
medicine check, yeah.
Where did you have this?
Were they in the set?
Walmart?
Were they in the
18.
set?
It is in fact
I got some
dried blood.
12 of them.
Okay. Oh, blood might not work.
I need snake blood.
Wait, I can cast detect magic, right?
Well, we already
Or
know the
It's a
door
house.
is. It's outlined as a secret. I mean, well, I don't know if it's technically.
Because we
Is
could
it a
find
spell
the-
slot though?
I mean, yeah, but it could tell us the type of magic, the school of magic. So, I mean, if it's...
I'm gonna take my sharp fingernails and poke a hole in my finger, make a little blood come out, and put it on the door.
Okay. As you put it on the door? Or
On the little orb where the dried blood was.
Okay, you put it on the orb, and all of a sudden these two like needles come out and just stab you in the hand. You take 1 point of piercing damage.
Okay.
You take an additional 3 poison damage as poison is injected into it.
I'm dying!
And Valentina's like, oh my goodness, maybe there's more to this. Maybe we need to let's look at the symbols here.
We're in a snake temple.
Yes.
Snake blood. But I agree, let's look at the things. So, you're looking at the things. Tell me what you see with your special eyes.
I will look at the things.
Good on you, Valentine.
Hey,
Or cast guidance.
Yeah.
that helped. These figures that are dancing around the orb, they look similar to those women.
Which women?
The women with the little patches of scales and things.
The sick women? Or
no,
the
no, not the sick women.
or the women that had feet and looked like the ladies upstairs?
Yes.
Ah, okay. Give me about 10 minutes. I'm running inside and I'm grabbing one of their bodies.
Okay.
and I'm dragging it out there.
All right.
Or I'm cutting off an arm and bringing it.
You two are waiting outside while that's happening. What did the two
thumbs.
you guys are inside going back downstairs looking for anything downstairs to lead in?
Basically, just trying to get down to the second floor.
Okay.
I zoom
And-
past and I'm like, hey guys, I got it, don't worry.
Good. And then you, as she passes, then a couple minutes later, and she's dragging this
No,
dead
no, I
body.
cut off an arm.
Oh, you're
It's
just
fine.
gonna
yeah,
lop off an arm?
yeah,
Okay,
lop off.
got it.
So I'm just...
As we're down on the second floor, just sort of look. Where did you come from?
My mother, I suppose.
No, but... Did you run all the way back up to the fourth floor, or did you just go in from downstairs?
I don't really know. I just kind of got here.
She ran back through the door that you had lodged open, and then
And so she's she's running back up with the arm.
yeah.
Oh no,
Why don't you
I'm
just-
going out the side. I went up to the top, got
Oh, and then
inside,
found the
grabbed
side
it, found
door.
a side door, and came out.
Come out the side, yeah.
Okay.
Piece
So
of
we're probably just getting to the side door about the same time. Same deal, wedging that one open with whatever I can find on the second floor.
Okay, sure.
Oh. Actually, I'm sorry. No, I'm not. Because walking down the stairs, I would have found Angela, the laundry lady.
She's on the first floor.
Yep.
Not the second. We wouldn't have found her yet.
Fair enough.
Ooh, this will be fun.
Well, no.
You look like you're like playing. You look like you have a poker face right now. You're like daring him like say something.
Like,
Yep.
yeah, I know you want to kill me for it, but you don't know that's all. That's player knowledge.
Player knowledge. Yeah, you wedge the door open. You guys head on outside, and Obu brings a bleeding arm of a Yuan-Ti woman out with her.
I want to walk up to the door with full confidence, just 100% confidence. Take it, turn the bloody stump around. Ew. Put my hands as far away from where he got his fingers poked, and smash it to the little orb.
Right as the blood trickles down the orb, it begins to glow with this deep green glow, and the door starts to go.
You're so smart.
Thanks,
Opens up.
man.
You're welcome.
He said it. I say it to myself, but I'm gonna tell Kopic later.
I think he's.
Yeah, I'm outside with you.
We're
Right?
out.
Yeah, you guys
Seven.
are all hanging out together now, yeah.
I'm actually.
Kopic is going to step into the doorway and just sort of prop himself there in case it starts to close to try to hold it open.
Silas said.
It's a small
I'm
room.
Smart.
It looks currently unoccupied. Appears to be a heated bathing room, a heated bath. The water is very warm. A bit of steam rises from its surface. There are dim sconces that burn on the walls, which are adorned with old flaking murals of flying snakes.
We're jumping into the water.
No!
Okay.
I could use a bath.
Yes. It's kind of like sitting in a hot tub without all the bubbles and stuff. And when you get in, are you getting in too? Hey,
I'm covered in Obu created viscera right
Well,
now. I
yeah.
got snake blood and guts all over me from her exploding somebody.
Okay, yeah. Go ahead. While you guys are doing that, make perception checks as you head into the water.
I'm not going in the water.
Not going in the water?
Yeah.
Can you be careful with it?
Oh
We need to get you a plastic one.
no, these are the best though. They're they roll.
This
the
is
best.
the
We can't
best
trust
bath
you.
I've ever
You
had.
should try
Best
them.
bath you've ever had.
That's what they say.
They don't roll the best anymore.
No.
Wait, perception?
That's because you threw one across the room and tried to kill your DM.
Yeah. And all the computer monitors.
13.
13? What'd you roll? A 1.
Well, perception technically a 3,
You're
but
kind of floating there.
I'm just in there and I'm just watching the blood and bits float off me, and as they float off, I'm sort of splashing towards Obu because it's her fault I'm covered in blood anyway.
I'm like gently moving the other way.
There appear to be some type of metal pipes on this side of the wall that are underneath the water. It almost appears as if the heat is coming from those pipes, and it's what's heating the water.
Can I swim over to them and investigate them?
Yeah, water gets warmer and warmer as you approach them. They look like they go out around and then disappear into the wall.
We didn't find any fire while we were here, did we?
Because of your knowledge, this wall There's probably another room over there. It doesn't seem like... It seems like
So-
this area
so
was
small.
2 rooms
Okay.
instead of just 1.
Can I check the wall for any doorways or
Along the inside wall, the bath.
or the like the
Yeah, go ahead and make an investigation check.
Can I nudge Kopik and tell him this while he's floating?
Sure.
5. Someone come help me find this wall, the doors.
Is
I
It's
wanna-
just dark in here, and I can't see very well.
Oh,
Is this another
I
one
want
that
to
you
cast
think there's a
Produce
door?
Flame
Is this
for him.
Wait, there's sconces in the
Oh,
walls.
okay.
Yeah, it's lit. It's a dim lit.
Taking out the
Oh my
hammer
God.
and just going to start pounding on the wall that he thinks there's something on the other side of.
I cast guidance on whatever's happening.
Your weapons are just climbing off of the stone wall. You don't see any doors. You don't see any doors at all.
Oh wait, I guess I'll look as well.
Okay, sure.
I'm guidancing myself. Back.
As the weapons don't seem to be working, can I start searching the wall as well?
Okay. You guys make investigation checks.
23.
Nice.
Yes.
You don't see any wall or any door on this wall. Neither of you do.
I'm not full of shit, I promise.
I
Make an intelligence check.
This is the
How
part
big
where I
is the
go
pipe?
insane.
How big's the pipe?
It's rather small, probably only a couple inches.
6.
6. I'll
So
allow you to
this
make
is
this with
where-
advantage because you're the one kind of putting 2 and 2 together about the structure.
Different dice.
I'm going to grab the pipe and start ripping at the pipe.
Here.
Silas is
here.
just having a moment here in the bath.
Do you want me to
No,
roll
it's
it
fine.
for
I
you?
didn't see it. No, that was a 1 point higher, so 7.
Could I... Okay, so is this where the water is being heated, or is this where the water is coming from?
The water's not coming from here.
Can I look
Something
around
to-
to see where the water may be coming from?
You look around, it doesn't really appear to be coming from anywhere. Maybe somebody brought the water in and then just filled up this area, and then it's just being naturally kind of like a bathtub. It's already been filled up in water, and it has like some kind of heating system.
Can I look up?
You look up, sure.
See what's up
No,
there?
you see the ceiling. Yeah.
I'm trying to rip the pipe out of the wall now.
Okay.
Can I?
Immediately upon touching the pipe,
Um,
you take 5 points of fire damage as it is scalding hot.
Wonderful. Ripping at it anyway.
Okay.
I'm gonna use my wand
athletics check.
again.
Okay.
You're gonna use what?
My wand again.
Okay.
I know something's here.
On the inner wall.
Yeah. Well, what it says within 30 feet of me.
Okay.
So anywhere within 30 feet, the wand pulses and points at the one nearest me.
It is pulsing towards there.
Yeah.
In that direction, but there's no outline of a wall there.
Could you go outside and walk around the corner?
You absolutely could.
Okay. Yeah, we're so smart. I'm gonna go around over there and see it.
And you see that there is another
Oh,
door
wait a minute. Wait a
on
minute.
this side of the.
I thought this was
Structure.
a square. I didn't know there was a doorway.
Yeah.
Well, imagine this was it right
Imagine
here,
here.
and then we just went around
You
this
went around
way.
and it's on the other side.
Now I visually understand what's going on here. I was like,
Yeah, I apologize. I
Okay,
mean, it's
no,
just because
it's
we don't
fine.
have the map in front of us.
I was looking, I
It's
was
hard to see.
That's an 18.
18?
Yep.
You pull the pipe. And immediately some of the water starts to... You can feel the water like going down. It seems like the water is escaping into the other ends of this pipe.
you've caused a wormhole. What are you doing? Oh, no.
And there are several places where the pipe, like when you broke it off, there are several other pipes that have come out, and you have basically jarred and released that from that main thing.
Take it with me.
Alright, so you have a scalding hot metal pipe in your hand.
And burnt calluses.
Burnt callus hands, yeah.
I've grabbed a metal pipe that's in a fire. It hurts.
It hurts.
After
I
he
burnt my leg on
heals, his arms
the
will be
exhaust pipe from the
baby
motorcycle. I
slim.
understand.
They hurt. They do hurt.
All right.
So yeah, you find the door.
Yeah.
It is much the same. It has an orb on it with the same.
I go grab the arm and
You guys
stick it
both
in there.
yard. It opens up, and this is a room that is incredibly warm and humid. Along the eastern wall is a chamber, and there's a large oven-like mechanism with several metal pipes jutting out of the back of it. These pipes enter the eastern wall and disappear. They are definitely the heating elements in the bathroom next door. And that's all you see.
That's it.
That's it.
I eventually come around the corner, hold it, get the pipe out.
Great.
And now you start to notice water starting to seep into this room
Oh no.
slowly as it's making its way across the floor.
Can I quickly glance around in there to see anything else?
Yeah, make an investigation check. Just a little bit quick.
Guidance.
Okay.
I picture Ober giving guidance, walking up to it. Guidance!
Snack!
There we go. 21 plus 20, 23.
Nothing.
God.
This was a waste of time. I'm leaving.
Immediately upon walking out, though, you do notice some tracks on the ground. They appear to go towards those ramp steps.
Yeah.
And then eventually disappear because there isn't much to like mark the tracks on that actual. But it looks like they were leading away from the temple.
Well,
So
at least we've got a way to
were
go.
they coming from the bathroom looking area?
Seems like they were coming from this direction somewhere. Not from the bathroom.
I say we chase it, but only you know this, so you have to tell us
Yeah,
if you're
well-
gonna advise.
Whoever managed to escape from here didn't cover their tracks very well, so we've got
They look
A
like
fresh
they were
direction to go.
moving with haste.
and probably last night while we were sleeping. So we've got 8 hours behind them, if not more. We should probably get going.
Can I investigate the tracks? Since I am a person of the outside, I think I have something for this.
Okay.
Person of the outside, folks.
Person on the outside.
That's what druids are now called.
Yes.
Go ahead and go ahead and make. I'll call this survival for tracks.
Guidance.
Guidance. Okay.
Guidance!
Yeah. Use that
That's
line.
More
kind
you
of
D4.
on a thing. Should I roll this?
Yeah, I'd still say it's flat.
Okay.
Yeah,
Great.
it's fine on the
That's
card.
13. This is survival.
Yep.
19.
19. That's a good roll. The tracks definitely appear to be humanoid. One appears to has a strange shape to it, almost like more like lizard type feet.
Surprise.
Okay. And upon further investigation, as you're moving around, you notice two other sets of tracks that seem to lead off in the same direction. One of them appears to be humanoid, the other one seems to be a little bit larger of a humanoid.
Am I able to see? Well, the direction doesn't matter because the only way out is the.
They basically lead that same way that you guys came in.
Am I able to see how long ago these tracks were left? Am I able to surmise that?
The two humanoids I explained second, the one smaller and larger, appear to have maybe gone a few hours ahead.
Okay.
And then the other two look as if they were moving, probably not running, but like a really fast pace, probably a little bit afterwards.
I tell them this. Hey guys, so the thing that Valentine was telling us about, those two guys, they look to have left just pretty like medium recently, and then the other tracks.
Yeah, those have probably been left within probably the last, well, you guys spent a long rest here, so probably within a day, but those other ones were maybe a few hours ahead.
Okay. Yeah, I tell you guys that.
Okay.
And that's where we're in tonight's session, guys. Because we're at a point where we got to get out of the way for Insight Check coming up next.
Yeah, 13 minutes.
So make sure you guys stick around. Insight Check will be live right here in probably about 15 minutes. They'll be kicking up. Sometimes they run a little bit late if they're having technical issues, which we always seem to manage to have. But thank you guys once again. Let's vote on somebody for a natural 20. If you're in chat and you want to vote on a natural 20 for one of our players for next time, I think the only thing that Silas, you won't be able to earn it because you had it for this session. So between the rest of the three, we need to vote on a free gifted nat 20.
And that's on the
Valentine.
best. That's on the best.
Valentine's.
That's on the best RP.
Maybe best RP or something
Or just
somebody
whatever
did in
cool.
Yeah,
combat.
just
It's like
I'm gonna
these.
give it to
Yeah.
Okay.
I vote for Copic.
Yeah, vote for him.
Because he died.
Punching bag.
Yeah.
Sure.
I like the melting moonbeams.
Melting moonbeams was pretty good. The moonbeam,
Melting moonbeams. I like the alliteration.
that was the kicker at the end. I like the idea of saving moonbeam to when the enemies are a little bit more wore down. Like most of the time I've seen it used like right at the beginning, but then it kind of makes it you're just like moving it around the whole time. You've at least like you did other things first, and then it's like, okay, now we do it. That was a good
Now
idea.
I melt you.
Never seen it used that way, but that worked good.
Because I got my tank abilities. I gotta tank it up until I can have no more tankage.
Let's see.
Well, then there's
Kopic for trying to steal everyone's weapon.
Actually, I really
Yes.
like that.
That
I
was
really
good.
like that.
You know what? That was a
Yeah.
good idea.
Because I mean,
You
you
took-
put her out of
of commission for how many turns?
You took her out of commission for at least like 3 or 4
Yeah.
rounds.
Yes.
Which was good because if she started like getting in there,
We were struggling.
it was bad at the beginning. So yeah, let's
same with him.
Let's go ahead. We're going to give the nat 20 to Kopic for next time.
I'm gonna write that
So,
down.
everybody, thank you so much once again for tuning in. And we will be back soon. We will get a schedule put together for you guys for our next session. And we will let you know if you haven't already, subscribe to us on YouTube. Catch us on Twitter @ProfBonus. Until next time, don't forget to...
Next time we're having potentially giveaway.
Yeah, we'll do a giveaway next time.
That's right.
Yeah, we'll do a giveaway next time. We'll at least have some posters.
I did.
Maybe some dice. I might think about picking
Maybe
up
an
a book.
elf.
Maybe a cheeseburger.
I
may
can,
pick
I
up a
can
book,
donate
so-
soap.
You
If
donate
they want
soap?
soap, I make soap.
Maybe we can also do a thing where everybody pitches in a few bucks and I can get a player's handbook and we can donate that out. So we can do
Yeah,
something like
I can
that.
do that.
If somebody wants to do that. If you want to bring anything to donate too, you can
I got
donate it
this.
out.
Got random stuff. Let's go. You're gonna get my yard sale stuff.
Pop
You're going to
Funko.
get our elf.
Awesome, guys. Well, have a good night. Until next time, don't forget to add your proficiency bonus, and we will see you all soon. Have a good night, everybody.
Thank you.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.